What do you mean no? Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? What's up with my microphone? Can you hear me now? You guys can hear me, right? What is with my headset? It's like flickering. Turtle Beach, get your shit together, homie. Get your shit together. I gotta take stuff off the walls. The room is bare now. There ain't shit in here except for this, a little side desk, and then my Lucille bats. I gotta get those not football, jeez. Those baseball mailers for the baseball bats. Yeah, I was gonna do no cam tonight, but I threw it on. Looked like a baby. Yeah, shaved close. It's hot though. It is hot, so I got a little bit of scruff. I think I went for like a few days with a baby face because of the heat. I had to just take it off. What's wrong? Yeah, we're taking a break. This is for anyone who's not keeping up. This is a planned break. I am moving, and I was moving all day today to finish because I'm going to be out of this apartment officially in 2 days. What's today? The 28th? 29 and 30. I have Spectrum coming out to the new place, and they're actually laying lines. And like, it's not just like turning your internet on. I hate having to keep say this, but I get a lot of people like, Ronnie, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't wait like a week. Don't do that. Just have a different internet company put internet in. And I'm trying to explain, there's this one little shitty stretch. It's like 1,500 feet where there's no internet. They don't even have internet lines. Now, I mean, they do technically, but it's like it was put there when internet like first came out. You know what I mean? It's fucking old. So it was put there back when AOL was on disc. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, we got in touch with Spectrum. I took out a loan. It's going to be $5,000. They're going to drill under the driveway and all that. We did raise, I think, $1,500. Ooh, that's what I was thinking of. We did raise like $1,500 to help out. But I just thought, let me try to tackle this on my own. I did want to mention one thing, though. Let me share some of these. And then I did want to, what was that? Hold on, because my buddy had shared something on Facebook that caught my attention. Here it is. I was thinking. Watch me not be able to find it now. Hold on. We're almost there. Yeah, right here. All right, let me talk while I find this. So they're actually coming out and putting the internet line in and all that. Here is something I want to show y'all. I was thinking I would give this a shout out. I'm not big into charities, mostly because I don't really believe like who's running it. Like, is the money really going to shit? But I believe this. This is from a guy that I personally feel, because I grew up with the guy. I know the guy for most of my life. But it's this project. If you guys are interested to check it out, it is called Dirt. And they're raising money to, listen, please help us finish funding the second Dirt project in Kenya. For my birthday this year, I'm asking for donations to Kids for the Kingdom. They are my partner with the Dirt project. We need a big push in order to raise the funds needed next year. For the next water project, which consists of a water well, water tower, and water irrigation system. Any amount is so appreciated. Your donation will be matched, and you will get a free t-shirt, Dirt shirt, while supplies last, blah, 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 blah. And then here's some information. If you guys are interested, I'm actually going to click on this. Like I said, I don't, there it is. Okay. Did I not save that link? I don't normally support charities unless I thoroughly vet them. However, I know this dude my whole life, and if you scroll on like the Dirt Project webpage and Facebook, I mean, they got images and pictures of them going and actually like doing it, putting in work, actually going out to Africa and building all these systems so that way they can, what is this, even planting crops. I just thought it was, for them to just to have some water. But this shit is in the background. Looks like they're planting crops. That is badass. There's no link here. But yeah, I know there was a few people who wanted to give a little help and shout out for my internet. And instead, if you want, take a look at this Dirt Project. Like I said, I took out a loan. I got fucking running water. I'm good. I'm an American. I mean, God bless America. I love it. We're all a bit privileged to some degree being born in America. So check this out. Why can I not get the damn Dirt Project? This says the link, but for some reason the link look all crazy. There it is. I think it was because it went through Facebook. Facebook does that shit. Now, this is no stress. You don't got to brag. You don't got to run and tell me it ain't nothing. I'm just saying, instead of going and vetting other charities, this one I recently found out about, and I don't have to vet it because this is a guy who I've known my entire life. And if he says it's legit. So check it out. See what you guys think about that. I was kind of dicking around with that a bit, waiting for people to fill up, and it looked like we did have a few people come into the stream since then. So let's get back to business. In a little bit, I will shout out that Dirt Project again because I'm still new on it, but I don't know, man. Something about that shit is fantastic. That shit was fantastic. We went down to some slums in Mexico one year. It was some church thing. I think I was like 14 or 15 or some shit like that. And there was fucked up shit. I mean, you saw like real slums, you know what I mean? You'll hear some brats and shit talk about how bad they got it or something, but first world problems. But you go down in some areas that are really struggling, and it's rough. Anyhow, like I said, I just wanted to give something else a shout out because I feel like my situation, it ain't nothing, I'm going to get it taken care of, bing, bang, boom. So if anyone wanted to help them get some water in their village, some crops, all that good shit. All right, now back to business. Like I said, I am moving. We're installing an internet line, so therefore I'm going to be out of internet for a few weeks. It looks like they're going to show up on the 30th to start the construction. Like I said, it is a big deal. I don't want to spend the whole stream talking about this, but they're actually going to get the area ripped up, and then they're going to be doing all the construction as far as laying the lines. I guess they got to tear out rocks if they hit rocks. This isn't just something where they're going to come and lay the line. You know what I'm saying? I know I keep getting asked about this, about why it's not just like a couple days. No, they're legit installing internet line that's going to be there in this neighborhood until, I don't know, fucking Google Fiber or some shit, super insane. You know what I mean? Anyhow, the break, if I'm lucky, it'll be a week, 2 weeks, and we'll slowly come back and do what we're doing, If we're unlucky and they hit other problems or there's other difficulties, I will give you guys some heads up. Now, there is a satellite internet I will be using where I can keep my website updated for doomsdaykingdom.com. I can keep orders going out for doomsday.com for anything that's being shipped. And that's important because there's going to be $600 worth of stock coming in. I'm actually going to show some of y'all something. These are the signature series for Doomsday Kingdom issue number 4. And my God, are they sexy. Why do I not have... I just had my razor blade. What's up with that? But we have $600 worth of stock coming in this week. And it's going to be issue number 4. And it's going to be issue 1, 2, and 3 bundle. I know there's a handful of people asking. And I already know we under-ordered stock. I already know that. We're working from... going from pre-orders and going into having everything on hand. So we were actually short money. So I opened up a credit card. I've been meaning to build up my credit anyway. I've always been against credit cards. I never had one my whole life. Not credit cards. I've never had them. I don't like them. I don't need the credit. I don't need the hassle. So anyway, I finally opened a credit card and I thought maybe I'll just build up my credit. And we're low on money to order stock. So I told James, I was like, listen, I got this credit card. I'll max it out, do the $300 credit. We'll stock up. So I'm telling you now, we will run out of stock. I feel it in my bones. I know we will run out of stock. If you want to wait and buy the bundle or issue 2 if you missed it, or issue 3 with your issue 4, we will restock a week later. All we need is the money coming in for the orders. And as soon as we get enough, like it's going to be like filling up a pool. As soon as that money's coming in, it hits that level, we're ordering stock. So it'll be pretty quick. Probably the first day when we release issue 4, we'll probably have enough money come in. And I have good standing with PayPal, with the business account. So they let me utilize the money immediately. I know for new accounts or some accounts, there's a lot of little bonuses you get. But anyway, so we're going to go right out and order stock. So again, if there's no stock, I know it's going to be frustrating until we can lock down our own chunk of on-hand stock. Like let's say 50 to 100 copies of everything up until the point where we sell out completely, because that will happen eventually. But I'm just saying, for the next 2 months or so, bear with us. It's rotating stock. Every 2 weeks, we're getting new stock in. I just want to make that abundantly clear, because I'm still getting messages from people saying, man, I thought you just stocked it. You know, we did. We legit just stocked, and I just ordered new stock. And I'm telling you right now, you guys are probably sick of hearing the word stock, but when we drop issue 4, we're going to order more stock. It's crazy. I didn't even get a chance to announce it, and there was people who bought out the bundles, you know? That shit is nuts. All right, we got a dono from Trevor with $10. This is echoey as hell. Hey, man, just popping in to say good luck with everything, and I can't wait to see you back in action when the time is ready. Hopefully everything goes smooth. Oh, man, I hope so as well. I'm not completely out, so all day tomorrow, I'm going to spend time getting everything out except for just my desk here, because I want to make sure I have every single Doomsday Kingdom order that I can out. And if you're waiting on a signature series, those are the only ones that are a little bit behind. Once we get them stocked, we have a plan for those, and I love it. So soon, in 5 months, there should be no waiting for anything. When you order on Doomsday Kingdom, and that's our deadline, within 5 months, if you order something, it's shipping in 2 days, you know, if not the same day. That's where we're headed. And you know what? We're damn close to that. And it all started from the pre-orders. Was it a long run? Was it a little stressful? Yeah, but we're here now. And guys, if we don't have to talk about Doomsday Kingdom and other shit. If there's some stuff you guys want to talk about, let it be known. I'm going to get to your comments here in a minute. I just want to show you these, though. For those interested or curious, check this out. This is fucking unreal. Why is this mic? You guys can hear me good, right? I think it's the headphones. Something's not right. Because it keeps cutting out. It keeps going like I can hear myself, and then all of a sudden, like now, it's just like low. It might be my headphones. Anyway, this is Doomsday Kingdom issue number 4. Why do I have all that fucking space? Where did all that space come from? I might as well put it over there. Doomsday Kingdom issue number 4. This is the signature series. This will not be your standard. This will be your signature series. It'll come signed with me and the artist. And if you can't tell, this is some really high gloss. Extra thick. It's probably not twice, but it's upgraded from what we normally get with our comics. So it's got this extra sturdy and thick. Look at the back. Oh my God. I'm telling you what, on camera, I mean, it might look nice, but shit. You know what I just thought of? I put my face right over the chat. What am I doing? On camera, it might look nice, but in person, it's like a printed mirror. It looks like the comic is printed on a mirror. It's so fantastic. It's laminated too, so you might be able to spill something on this and wipe it off or whatever, which you shouldn't really have to, because look at that bridge. Look at that bridge. You can't see it. There's too much light, but that's Market Street in Wilkes-Barre. Anyhow, so the signature series for number 4 will be laminated. It'll be extra thick stock on the cover with the new printer, which did a fabulous job. But back at you, Trev, with a thank you. Thank you very much, Trevor, for the $10 dono. And when we come back from the break, during the break, I do have a couple test videos uploaded already. I have videos for my personal channel ready to go, Days Gone ones, and I have some test videos. They're comic book related, but I'm getting a lot of questions about how do you put a comic together from people who are interested in writing comics, but also for people who are just straight curious about it and just want to know. So what we do is we take a comic. It has to be an issue number 1, just for starters. We can look at the other issues down the line, but we take a comic and we break down what makes it work. And again, this is just a loose on-the-go version. I got 2 of them. I'll post that during my break. And also, it's not just for comics. I have videos behind it, which will take on the Deeper Into title. Deeper Into it doesn't always mean what we do for The Walking Dead. For example, we have the Deeper Into Boardwalk Empire. Now, we're finally at the moment that I've been talking about for months. Once we get this move done, when I start coming back, unless there's anything, that comes up or changes the plan for August will be the return to the deep dive, Deeper Into, neck deep, the return to any analyzed videos, any and all. That will be the return. You're not going to get everything in one day. You're not going to get the cover breakdowns and this all in one day. August somewhere, whenever they're done with the internet, and then the personal channel will continue to be whatever I do, whatever I'm into, whatever you guys want to hang out and do. That will be that. Let me go down to some of the fresh comments here. Yeah, you can purchase issues 1 to 4 right now digitally. I'm telling you what, I did the final polish on issue 5, and for me, I'm not trying to do, I don't know, like, Katie gets, split in half and this epic blood goes everywhere. She's, what is it called? Drawn and quartered. I'm not going for like the most vicious, like they gouge her eyes out. Some shit like that will end up happening that is horrific and shocking and just like, oh my God, But there's something more subtle and beautiful. And I'm dying to know what a lot of people are going to think of it. Because for me, it's more of a little piece of the puzzle. I won't say much because it is the end of the first volume. And it's the end of the first story arc. But it sets up the story arc for volume 2, which is issues 6 to 10. And it does it in a way where we get another hint of something. And it's another layer of thickness on the very start of this story. Where did we enter the story? Because that is intertwined in where the story, as far as the virus and the outbreak, when that starts, the two are intertwined. And I came up with this concept for the Volume 1 cover that I love, and I'm so glad the artist loved it too, because it's this image of Tristan and Katie, like their faces up close, and it's got like a burning city behind them, and like bright colors, and then you have zombies on the ground. The title Doomsday Kingdom's in the middle, and then the top has like the feeding post. So you see a little bit of everything. We even squeezed Mullet Man on the cover. The artist hasn't drawn it yet, but I can't wait to see what that looks like, because it's a little bit of everything from the first, the first story arc on this cover, and I am hyped for that. Damn, that looks crisp. Yeah, those are crisp. Please come back soon, Ronnie. You are for sure one of the best YouTubers. So thank you very much, Ryan Rooker. We're gonna do our best. I'm not gonna enjoy not having solid internet. Trust me. Looking clean AF. Thank you very much. Do you think The Walking Dead will eventually become like The Simpsons, in the same sense that it keeps getting, even though it sucks, that it keeps going even though it sucks? Well, I mean, no. No. That's just your opinion. Is The Simpsons not what it is? I have no clue. I haven't watched The Simpsons. I'm actually shocked it's still going on. But you're going to find a lot of people right now that are like, what are you talking about? The Walking Dead is on fire. There's a lot of people that really enjoy Season 9, and Season 10 looks like it's going to be right up their alley. Is The Walking Dead going to stay a franchise like Star Wars? You fucking better believe it, I hear a lot of people, let's get this out of the way, because I see this come up a lot. First off, the Rick Movies, Movie Idol put something on Twitter, and he said he doesn't think the Rick Grimes movies will come out till 2020 or 2021, something like that. I forget what it was, but it was something like that. And I retweeted it with a comment, and I was like, I concur 100%, because they haven't even started filming yet. Andrew Lincoln got picked up for another movie. Again, I'm not trying to pay attention to when his other projects are filming and all that. Just come out when it comes out. And if you look at how long it's going to take for this production, what they got to do, how important it is, when it connects to what they're doing in the show, and how and in what ways, and how it's going to connect to the other projects, and when is it going to air? When is it going to release? It's not just going to be, or at least I wouldn't imagine it just pops in during, season 10, episode 7, and then we're in the theaters watching. No. I see a lot of people saying, they do the TV show quick. I'm like, no, every TV show episode airs 7 months after they start filming it. And that's just the TV show. You know what I'm saying? This is a movie that is the jump start to AMC's The Walking Dead movie part of the franchise. Movie section or subsection, whatever you want to call it. So the Rick movies, yeah, I agree. 2020 at the earliest. It's never coming out in 2019. There's no way. 2020 at the earliest. And 2021 if we're screwed. I feel strongly about 2020. I'd be shocked about 2021. I'd be shocked about a delay. And when it comes to, what was that other thing I wanted to talk about? There was the Rick movies. Yeah, there was something else. I keep seeing this come up. Oh, the franchise. I see a lot of people bring this up about the movies, and it's gonna, if it's bombs, why are we doing all this? Why is AMC, or when are they just gonna pull the plug on The Walking Dead? And I think people are looking at it the wrong way. Some people, those people, got hair in my mouth. Some people, because The Walking Dead movies don't have to bring in the same money as Endgame. It doesn't have to do that. It has to bring in more money than all their other adventures. Everything else that they're investing money into. That's it. All it has to do is make more money than their other projects for The Walking Dead to stay on top. Imagine AMC. I'm AMC. I got 10 projects in the works. They're doing poorly. I mean, they're all making like $50, you know? I got The Walking Dead. It's making $150. Even though it's doing so bad compared to something else. And this is a hypothetical. It's not to say The Walking Dead is doing so bad. I'm just clearing something up that I keep seeing. Even if The Walking Dead is doing so bad, for me, it's the best thing on my plate. You know what I mean? Compared to everything else, I don't care. Keep your comparisons. But for me, with the licensing and with all this and with the merch and yada, 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 The Walking Dead is the best thing on my plate feeding my ass. You know what I'm saying? That's for a perspective of how AMC is looking at it. Because I've seen some people comparing it to other movies that are going to be in theaters and it's not as big as this, or it doesn't have as big as fan base as this. And I'm just like, you're crazy. That's not how it works. They don't put out a movie and go, oh, it didn't do as good as Avatar. You know, it bombed. Oh, no, they're all broke now. No, all it has to do is make its own money back and make, more money than what the other investors would make in their other projects. I'm sure a lot of them are putting money in the projects that are bringing in, half of what The Walking Dead is bringing in. They're probably loving the fact that they're making money off The Walking Dead. Anyhow, and that's just like for right now. Can it go downhill? Sure. Where do you see Doomsday Kingdom in 5 years? 5 years, let's say around issue 50. How crazy would that be? What are your thoughts on the Althea tapes? I don't have any. I stopped watching Fear the Walking Dead. I see them pop up in YouTube, and I didn't watch them. Do you think this new The Walking Dead series will be another Fear the Walking Dead, or do you have some hopes it'll be good? Part of me thinks it has to be good. And there's another part of me that is really skeptical. But I think it's gotta be good. It's gotta be good. They can't afford another Fear, in my opinion. How'd I get hair in my mouth? It's probably that damn cat, fucking cat. Or it's my head. I don't know. It just felt like it was. By all means, pose the question to Mr. Hayes. Put map in the channel so he will see it highlighted. Think they will ever start producing merch again? Sucks McFarlane stopped. Yeah, as far as merchandise for The Walking Dead, I don't really think that's gonna happen. Not with McFarlane Toys. And that frustrates me. I put something online. I want to shout this out. See if anyone wants to help donate, get this up. This poor bastard right here, this poor prick. If everyone donates, he has to match your donation up to like $2,000. Make them pay, guys. Make them pay. Anyway. I put a post up on Twitter because for Doomsday Kingdom, I am also eager and excited and curious about making figures. There was a guy who's a rock and roller. He paid NECA enough money for them to make him figures. He was also a cameo zombie in The Walking Dead. I forget his name, but so NECA made this guy a figure with an alternate head where you can take off his rocker head and put on the zombie head. It's so fucking cool. So here's the thing. He put it on his website for an exclusive figure on his website. He's not connected to a major video game. Obviously, he has his own, thing with the music and all, but he's not a video game. He's not a commercial. A commercial. He's not a TV show. He's not a movie, and this, that, and the third. If we get big enough to where we're able to pay to have like however many figures of the Rider or a Creep or a select Creep or like the Doomsday Clown. If we can have the Rider, a Doomsday Clown, again, start small. I think the Rider would probably be the very first figure we would ever make from Doomsday Kingdom. We could put that on the website. So I'm thinking and looking at the articulation. What are fans buying? I'm looking at all this shit. I'm devouring it because we're so independent. If we come out with, if that ever happens, we need to get it done right. And I mean, we need to do it right. So I'm looking at McFarlane and I'm studying the joints and the idea of why they do. And there's weird differences. Like I noticed McFarlane had this thing that I think is genius and has so much potential. But old figures used to bend their arms like this. It would just be a hinge. So when you bent the arm, you had this. You guys know what I mean. If you had G.I. Joes or old toys, you had this like, this would be the elbow here. So let's say you bent his arm. You would have this gap, and it would be a little hinge right here. You know what I'm saying? So that was the old way of doing it. Now they're coming out with, like NECA, for example, they have hinges where when you bend it, it's hidden, but it still has that hinge idea. McFarlane did ones with gears where when you bend the arm, the gear actually slides into place in the elbow. Like if this was the elbow, it goes like this and it like slides into place. So a fleshed arm, it looks like a fucking elbow. For a $15 toy or something, I was thinking like engineering wise, I was thinking that is genius. The way it was still clunky though. It was still a little clunky, but the way they did it, I was like, oh my God, some of that is genius and interesting how they're doing it. But when you look at their Fortnite with all the articulation, when you look at the Harry Potter looks like they put effort into how they look, how they're articulated. And then you look at Stranger Things, for example. I thought Stranger Things was going to put McFarlane back on the map. That fan base is there. They'll buy the shit out of it. But they're not. Stranger Things figures have stayed on the pegs because the first two they released, the first one didn't even have, it was like a block of plastic because she had like a skirt on. And then there was so many problems with the paint apps. It was like this digital printer where it was really faded. My eyes on Hopper, I think in my review, I put his eye is in the upside down. It was awful. It was god awful. The product that they produced for that initial thing. They came out with Barb, and I picked her up for me and my daughter has Stranger Things stuff, and we're at GameStop, and we find Barb for like $4. You know, it's on clearance. We found the fucking Ghostbusters set of the no. Oh yeah. We found the Ghostbusters set of the 4 kids. And it's like $10. This is like a $70 box set. $10, you know, just take it. And I knew they were going to have problems with that one because they use, you know, the same bodies and all that. And it doesn't matter. The thing I don't understand is this company had it. They were set up to The Walking Dead. All right, fine. They want to walk away from it. It is what it is. They're never going to make everyone happy because they switched scales. That was like the death nail in the coffin for them. But from Stranger Things on, Game of Thrones and Fortnite line looks incredible. It looks rad. They got so many different figures coming out. It's got articulation. Yeah, I'm gonna watch The Boys. I'm gonna try to. My brother has Amazon Prime. Do I think season 5 of The Walking Dead was as good as Breaking Bad at times? I think parts of The Walking Dead, for me, I enjoyed as good as Breaking Bad, for sure. That custom rider James made for himself was pretty badass. Yeah, James, the artist, made a custom 1/6 scale rider. What do you think about episodic The Walking Dead? No. I'm sure some people would love that. Let me back up here. I'm sure some people would love that, but for me, I like making a connection with the characters. One thing that I hated from older zombie movies, which if you guys are a fan of older movies, I signed a deal. Just joking. But I signed a deal technically to collab. We're going to have a future collab. I won't shout it out yet until it's a done deal. But we're actually in the works to cover old zombie properties. So we're figuring out the details on the back end, but there will be a collab. We got to figure things out, so I won't say it until it's whatever, but it will likely be at the end of August or let's say September, depending on, again, everything that happens with the internet and the move. Anyway, I don't want characters who are just going to show up and then, that's it. Have you been watching the newest season of Orange is the New Black, season 7? Dang, man. No, I haven't been watching that. I don't think I've watched any episodes of that, to be honest. Will The Walking Dead still be around in 2024? Yes, it will. Where's your hyperlink? What hyperlink? Who is your favorite commenter on YouTube? Can I say I don't have one? Commenter? Is that what you put? Are you talking about like the commentary channels? I don't have one. Do you like Mr. Evil Cheese? He's dope. Mr. Evil Cheese is dope. Him and Zombie Cat are fucking awesome. I've been talking with him. I could count him a friend, I feel like, I've been talking with him personally for a while now. I don't irritate him or nothing. If something comes up that we're excited about, we'll send private messages back and forth. But Mr. Evil Cheese, he has a YouTube channel as well. If you guys are into anything figure-wise, he reviews a lot of cool shit. Him and I believe it's either his wife or fiance or girlfriend, but it's him and Zombie Cat, and they're wild too. Great sense of humor. Seem like really cool, chill people. Look them up. They review stuff, and they could definitely use... or they deserve more subs, in my opinion. So check them out. Ronnie, what are some of the actors you could interview, and are there any plans for that? I got back in touch with Peter Zimmerman, and I'm fucking going to bring him on the show because you know what? I'm so fucking sick of waiting for AMC to put him back in The Walking Dead. What the fuck are they doing? The first time I didn't, the first time it was supposed to be, I'm going to have him back. New season of The Walking Dead. Let's wait for like an episode or two, and then when he's in it, so it's not a spoiler. Maybe he could talk about it. It's a fresh episode, guys. How cool would that be? Peter's on, and he was in the recent 2 episodes, and then he could tell us about the filming and whatever cool shit he's got to say. So he's not in it. I mean, fucking Eduardo's not even like in the background, and I'm sitting there thinking, well, that fucking sucks. Like, now we, I don't want to, like, harass him because I don't do that with people, especially when it's actors. I won't be like, when are you in? Which ones are you in? Tell me details. So I'll wait patiently. We've been waiting too fucking long. I thought they might be making it so Eduardo is with Maggie, and then he would, come back, like, bring her back. I don't get it. But I talked to him on Instagram, and then I made sure he had my cell number, and then I sent him a text, and I told him, listen, I'm hitting you up soon. Once my move is done, you're coming back on the show, and we're just going to chill, see what other projects he's got going on. Hopefully, I'm hoping Maggie comes back into The Walking Dead, and Eduardo is there by her side as like one of her travel companions or some shit like that. That would be cool. Can we get a free-for-all live stream one day? I'd like to hear your political views more without getting muted. No, Charmanders. You don't hear my political views because I don't want to fucking talk about politics. I hate them. It's not something I enjoy, so no. What do you think about episodic? Okay, here we are. We're back here. That custom ride. Okay. Would a zombie predator be a brilliant concept or debacle? Well, here's the thing. You're not... Maybe in some type of fanfic type, I don't think they would put that in the main series, However, I'm a fucking monster Predator fan, and I'm a monster zombie fan. How cool would it be to have zombie virus come to Earth because it came from an infected predator, and we get fucking predators and zombies, bro. Fuck yeah. But as far as like a real movie, they'll never do that. From the looks of the clown on issue cover 5, that would make a badass figure. Hell yeah, I think so. Fucking hell. There used to be a Walking Dead aisle at stores. Now there's a small section at the end of aisles. Yeah, that's crazy. It's the final season of Orange. I didn't know that. What do you do in your spare time? I don't have spare time, homie. Going to start a Doomsday Kingdom Who Are You series starting with the Rider. It seems like that's part of something, like a different sentence. I missed the rest. All right, what do we got? Doomsday Kingdom figures would be so awesome, especially the Rider, but I want the Rider, Rebel, Katie, Julie, Creeps. Creeps, a figure set of the Rider on a horse and with the guy with the bag over his head. That guy is the prisoner. And that's something that me and the artist talked about. Having like the Rider and optional horse maybe. And then having the prisoner come with a feeding post base. You know, I think that'd be friggin' awesome. I did a prototype of I got it right here. I might as well just grab it. Ugh. I showed this off a while ago. I thought I would just slap it together and then we would put them on the website, but it needs a little more time. I'm trying to figure a couple more things out, but essentially when it does finally hit the website, it will have an actual feeding post. You got actual handcuffs hanging from the feeding post, and then you'll have your ground. Obviously, it'll have its own, special, unique, and different backboard. Maybe like a picture, not the cover, but a picture of the Rider and prisoner, and maybe it's like pushed out or embossed, like so it bubbles out. I'm trying to figure something out. I ran into a few snags, a few issues. Like for one, it was all like the miniatures type grass, and it's all official in there. It's not just like a picture of grass. However, when it dusts, and if you have it as a collectible, you can't just wipe the dust off because then you're going to be wiping off some of the grass. I mean, it flakes. So I'm working on something that will be a little more consumer friendly, but that will be something on the website, and we'll have like a limited amount of them. Did you find that scene with Dustin and his girlfriend cringy? Yes. I watch it now and I still think like I can see why people, think it's cute or enjoy it, but for my tastes, it's just I don't wish it was at that moment. Let's say. McFarlane figures are so low quality. Here's the thing. They have some that are real good quality. Like the Fortnite figures for what they are, they're really good quality. There's one coming out that's like a werewolf. I had that skin way back, and I'm telling you what, I think we're going to cop that for the game room or something. But the Fortnite Stranger Things figures, I'm sorry, like McFarlane Toys, I love you guys, but that's embarrassing. That quality is embarrassing. Do you think AMC knows Fear the Walking Dead sucks, or do you think they're in denial? I think they know. Kyle B. I missed your $5 dono. I am very, very sorry, homie. Since we are weeks away from Season 10, thinking back, do you still think Season 9 was a top 3? Oh, absolutely. I think it still lives up to the hype. Absolutely. Thinking back on it, watching some of the episodes again, Season 9 is definitely in my top 3 without even thinking. I don't know what that list would be exactly, but it's up there without a doubt. It's in the top 3. Let's go to that other recent dono so I don't bury them again. Jim G with a $15 dono. I appreciate the support, homie. Good luck with the move. We'll miss you. Just finished Stranger Things Season 1. Liked it, but a little confused how everything kind of back to normal. Keep watching or bail. See it in a few weeks. I'd say keep watching. If you liked it, what are you having questions with, though? Because it's not like it's Season 1, when it ends, it's not like everything goes back to normal. it ends with a cliffhanger. So there's still some stuff lingering. And if you watch season 2, it shows that, and it follows that open part of the storyline that is still, left up in the air. But I say stick with it for sure. Absolutely stick with it. What do we got here? I was going to change I think I'm going to do some stuff behind the scenes on the website while we're chit-chatting. This is more like it's going to turn into just kind of like a chilling stream. Chilling like a villain, you know what I'm saying? It was something I wanted to do. Now I forget what it was. Oh, yeah, that's right. Bring this over here. We can get rid of that. Bring that over there. I'm going to read up on this, and then I will hustle this harder. Project coming soon. I'm Dirt. I want to know what Dirt means. I saw them when they were setting this up, and I remember seeing what the acronym was. Here's an example of some of the work Kids for the Kingdom does, and what we will be doing very soon. You're wasting water, kids. What are you doing? News and updates, yo. I'm Dirt. Are you? Dirt Project started off as a vision March 25th, 2018. That's a day after my birthday. Within only 4 short weeks, it became a reality, officially launching on April 22nd, Earth Day. The mission for the Dirt Project is to raise funds for those living in third world countries in order to provide them with water wells and water irrigation systems. This will give them clean water and the ability to grow their own food and work their own land in order to become a more self-sustaining community. We will raise funds by selling shirts and using the profits to build dirt projects. We will also take donations through our partner Kids for the Kingdom, where 100% of all donations given will go towards the Dirt Project. See, I like that shit. I like that 100%. Dig in and join our Dirt crew. You ever see some of those charities where like 5 cents for every $1 going towards it? But this is real legit. Like I said, a guy I knew my whole life, he actually went out there, him and his family, and it doesn't say what the acronym for Dirt is. I know I saw it somewhere. Welcome to Dirt. Fine, you don't want to tell us? Let's see how it is. Anyhow, let me move this. Were the comments off the screen this whole time? No, what is that? Okay, that's fine. Where's the comments? What do we got? What is the scariest situation you have ever been in? I've been in a number of situations at the time I thought were pretty scary. I don't know which would be the scariest. I know there was one dude really mad at us one time, and he was running up the street shooting at us. That was pretty fucking scary. You know the worst part, though? Like, I was a heavy smoker back then, like a pack a day. And I remember, I'm out, bro. And so I get to, the end of, they had, these, complexes, projects or, welfare housing, whatever it is. And there's a whole row of them. They don't go high like skyscrapers, whatever, but they go out. So we're running down the whole way. And I got around the corner, and I was just like, my lungs actually hurt. I was scared then a little bit because that was pretty scary because I couldn't fucking breathe. Are you excited for Phase 4 of Marvel? No, not really. Season 2 and Season 3 would be a lot better if Angela Kang was the showrunner. I'm not sure. Why am I stopping streaming? Because I'm moving and I gotta wait for the internet to get set up. Noggy Fresh. Dun, 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 dun. Boof it. Wow, that's rough. The guy who gave a big dono by mistake, that got all cleared up. Two people, and they both got their money back from what I understand. I know the first guy definitely. I'm trying to think of the second person. I know I didn't get the money, so I'm assuming, and I didn't mean that to sound like a dick. Like, I know I didn't get the money. I meant like, don't come at me. I know I didn't get that bread. So if they didn't get it, YouTube's got it. Go see them for it. Anyway, whatever. That wasn't even English. I was just like, whatever. Why do I vape? I used it to quit smoking. Helped out a lot. Did you follow Spacey's scandal? No, I don't really care, Charmander, for all that. Ronnie, you're a swell guy. Thank you very much, Man Hammer. Sounds awesome, Ronnie. Hey, Ronnie, just finished reading the digital version of the Doomsday Kingdom, issue 1, and I must say, well done. It's awesome, and I hope you are proud of yourself. Thank you. Here's the thing. I'm very proud of what we've accomplished, especially being as independent as we are. And it's not like we came out and we did, I feel like vampires or werewolves or something that would get, like, you're coming out with zombie stuff. Most people are just going to go, zombie stuff, or I'm talking the masses. Zombie fans will be like, yeah, sure, let me check it out. It's going to take the zombie fans to tell people, like, no, this isn't just a Walking Dead clone. No, this is, this is good, or this is interesting. So for all those obstacles in the way, I'm very proud of where we came. And especially when the story unfolds, yeah, are you a little, self-conscious about the work you do? We all are. But like I said, even when I was finishing the polish on issue 5, I was like, I love it. Instead of going for the bloodiest and goriest ending, or leaving them with the crazy cliffhanger, I went for something that I think is just a beautiful addition to mystery. That's how we end the first story arc. And then the second story arc is fun, and I guarantee up until issue 5, because you'll know it once issue 5 comes out. But there's not a soul that guesses the story or the story arc in volume 2. There's not a soul, not one person. And I think that's what's fun about it, because you're set up to think it's going to be what's expected, and then you're hit with oh shit, we're taking a detour. This is a side street, and we're having fun, or at least I'm not saying you're always going to have fun. I'm just saying from a writing perspective, I'm having fun when I'm putting together that part of the story, because it's a detour from what you would expect. Survivors, strangers, they get together and some shenanigans, and I'm not saying that like that's bad. I'm just saying that is a formula that's been done, and it's been done a lot. So we do it because it's part of outbreaks, right? That's what's going to happen. But then we got this little twist and this little addition onto it that I think people are going to have a lot of fun with. And Ronnie, okay. But thank you very much, Presley. I'm glad you enjoyed it as well. If The Walking Dead was so good, then why are the main actors leaving the show willingly? Maggie left because she wanted more money. Denai is leaving because she wants to do things that will benefit her career, different ways, a variety of ways. It really does sound like it. I think it's so stupid that articles legit went out of their way to post only like half of what she said. I'm sitting here thinking like, oh my God, that doesn't sound right. And here it's because so many articles didn't post the final thing she said after saying like, I didn't go with my heart, or whatever that was. But yeah, she's going on to build her career and then writing and all that. Andrew Lincoln left, but he's still in it, As far as actors leaving, yeah, actors will leave a bad show. They'll leave a show they're not comfortable with. But actors also leave good shows too. So, I don't know what you're saying. Hey, Ronnie, do you think Gabriel will die this season? I hope not. Love your vids. I'm trying to make it big on YouTube, and you're one of my inspirations. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'm glad you enjoyed the vid. I'm glad you, I don't know, are inspired. As far as Gabriel dying, I think that's a 50-50. I don't want him to, though. I want him to hang around. I like the actor. He's got a lot of charisma. I like him from The Wire. And it feels like they're kind of cracking that Father Gabriel shell. And he might come out of his shell a bit. Anyhow, I watched Once Upon a Time in Hollywood last night. 7.8 out of 10. The climactic segment is the most fun I've had in a film since Brawl in Cell Block 99. As soon as I get settled in the new apartment, that is the movie I'm going to see right after. Did you kill zombies? Laugh out loud. Yeah, sure, all the time. Is it just me, or did Shane totally make The Walking Dead? And do you think we'll ever get to see Judith rub the back of her head like her daddy did? That would be funny Easter egg. That would be a fucking hilarious Easter egg. That would be great if they did that. Shane added a lot. He really did. I mean, he really did. Waiting until 2021 for the movie seems risky. What if the show struggles and continues to lose viewers? Who will even care at that point? They should aim for 2020 release, in my opinion. Well, I think most people agree with you. Yeah, sure, 2020. 2021 is just in case, right? Just in case they, I don't know, don't get a certain area they were filming, and that runs into problems where the whole shoot is a little off schedule, the production and the CGI, they need more time. You know what I'm saying? 2021 is, if all goes wrong, at the very, the farthest they'll push it is 2021. But when are we getting the Rick movie? It's most likely 2020, I don't think we have to worry about 2021 unless, again, shit goes wrong or they have a better idea when to put it in between other parts of the story. That's going to be something they're considering as well. Anyway, if DK was a video game, is there anything out now that would be comparable? No. Story-wise, there's not a damn thing. And that's the only way to compare it, because we can make DK into any type of video game. So, yeah, like even Days Gone. No, I'm sorry. Well, you'd have to make it just like Days Gone, all the mechanics. But no, because there's no hordes like in DK. However, the creeps in DK, which are the zombies will, stage 1 will drink and will eat. So I think that's kind of like a Freaker. Freakers drink. Stage 1 will drink water too. They'll eat. The classic zombie, even stage 2 zombie, they stay out of the sun, the heat. They won't be in an open field with sun blasting on them. They go to cold, damp, those type of places, shadowy, shade. So the zombies are a bit different in little aspects. So like Freakers, maybe they would gravitate towards a cave, but it's nothing like that as far as going to the cave to hibernate, coming out drinking the water like Freakers. I don't know. It's not any less dangerous than smoking. I didn't say anything about danger. Will Robinson. If you read the entire question, do you think Spacey can make a comeback after? Yeah, I don't care about Spacey. I don't care. I don't need to read. I did read it in my head. I don't care. Charm, I'm skipping some of your questions just because, you're just spamming them, and some of them are just ridiculous, man. You're asking me when we're going to come back and do another live stream, when I literally for the past, 4 months have been saying I have no idea when they're going to be done with the internet. The moment they're done, I will update us. How am I going to tell you when we're going to be back doing a live stream? I don't even know when they're going to be finished with the construction. As far as Kevin Spacey, anyone can make a comeback. I don't give a shit, I don't care if he does or not. That simple. I think he was. I'm always going to rewatch Seven. He's fantastic. I heard he did some degenerate shit. I'll be honest. He's a has-been. I'll watch him in Seven. I think that character is fantastic. I enjoyed Kevin Spacey. Was there something recently he was in that? I enjoyed him in his roles, but fuck it. No loss. Will military have a presence in Doomsday Kingdom at some point, big or small? Yes, there will be a presence. Did you see what the creator of The Wire said? No, I didn't see, and I don't really care. Yeah, I'm skipping some of those. Dude, guys, with a $5 dono. Thank you very much, brother. Hey, bro, good luck with the movie. I'm filming some parts of the movie. Wait, good luck with the move. Sorry. I am filming some parts of the movie tomorrow. Looking forward to the finished project. I think the map fam is definitely interested in the finished project. Hell yeah. I almost said the map mob. We're the map mob. I like that better. Who's your favorite live stream contributor? Not you. How's that? You said in a stream last week that you wanted to move out of North Carolina and into a house. When do you see that happening? You know what? I don't know, but I was even talking to my brother today. I don't want to live in North Carolina. The heat, it's just sticky and gross. You know what I mean? I want to find a place that has the longest fall and move there, but it's not going to be for a few years. We came here to be closer to family. I'm going to give Juliet a few more years, but when I haven't even decided where I would like to, move to and get an actual house, because I'm not buying a house until I'm somewhere where I want to plant roots, you know what I mean? And it's not in North Carolina. I mean, it's not. It is so damn hot. You can't do, like, I used to love going out and shooting some hoops or just walking, just walking down a block or something. North Carolina, man, you can't do that shit without just being drenched in sweat. You can't even wear tank tops. Like the wife beater tank tops? You can't wear them because they're tight and they hug on your skin. And you're hot already, so the tank top just fills up with sweat. And then you go into any building or store and the air conditioning is blasting. And you're like hit with immediate hypothermia. You walk into a place, you're like, you go in to get a drink or something. By the time you get to the counter, you got walking pneumonia. You know what I'm saying? It ain't fucking worth it. I can't even wear wife beaters. I fucking love wife beaters. You got a wife beater under your shirt. You get a little hot in PA, you take your shirt off. You got your wife beater. Get a little chilly again. Maybe at nighttime, chill in the air, put your shirt back on. You good to go. Down in North Carolina, you can't fuck with it. So I just don't. I'm not built for it. My skin is just like, no. No with the heat. Anyway. Gregory said, what are your thoughts on not getting any steelbook or special edition for The Walking Dead Season 9? The UK are still doing steelbooks, though. Season 9 has Maggie on the cover. I was afraid this would happen because they're switching distributors. But I'm going to wait. What I've noticed is certain companies are coming out with steelbooks after to kind of give a second jolt to the consumer the second wave of sales when it comes to that movie or show or whatever it is. Because there's steelbook collectors out there. And some people won't like that version, so they'll wait for a different one. There's probably like 10 Batman steelbooks out there, different ones. Just for like the old school Batman. And I just saw a whole new set has come out for Batman. It's like different color cities with the symbol. I'm going to wait. I think Xavier, somebody will eventually come out with The Walking Dead. Some company will. And I'll get it then. It's a shame they don't do it with Target anymore. That sucks. Will Girl with No Name says, will Judith ever find out that Shane was her birth father? I don't think so, because there's nobody around that even cares to bring that up, mention it, it's just not something that's going to get brought up, I don't think. I think maybe for story-wise, they could squeeze it in there. But again, what would be the purpose? If Shane was alive, I would say fuck yeah, because then it has a purpose for the story. But with Shane dead and Rick gone, there's no purpose. It literally does nothing for the story. 9B is a copy of 7A. Probably. Can you please explain how the digital download works? Possibly show it on the screen. Some are having trouble with it. Well, here, I'll tell you straight up. The digital download is just a PDF. I mean, I don't know what to tell you if you can't figure out a PDF. PDF just opens. There's nothing I can say. The PDFs just open up on your screen. I'll show you an example. Like, I can't teach you how to open a PDF. If whatever device you're using, if it can't read a PDF, then it's not going to work. I mean, that's why there's comic reader apps. It's probably easier to just get a PDF app, to be honest. And I'll show you why. Where's Doomsday Kingdom? Here it is. Issues, digital. Yeah, so look at. You got your digital issues, right? Here's a PDF of issue number 1. You click on it and boom, it's open. That's it. That's all you do. That's literally it. There's no secret. There's no gimmick. When you buy it from the shop, it gives you a PDF file and you just open it right up. You can read it from the website, from the email, I believe. And then if you want to save it, you just click the save, however that works. As far as the comic reader app, we created a whole how to read your digital comic. This breaks it down for everything you need to know. I can't teach you how to do this though, because I use the PDF. I don't use this. This is some old other shit. I have a comic reader app on my desktop, this right here. And this one's weird because you just get a blank screen and you got to like right click and then pick your file. But all you have to do is go to doomsdaykingdom.com, go to the news tab, and I'll even put it in the comment section. It says how to redeem your digital comic. There's like, there's 1, 2, 3 different ways right now. These are all different. 4 different ways. It's not the whole thing. Okay, there's 4 different ways. 39 comments on this. Yo, I got to figure out what's up with that. That's something that I'm going to correct as well. I went into every setting I could to get this to contact me directly every time there's a comment on this website. And there's a couple things that we go through Squarespace. It's not like we go through some bum-ass, website. And, I could have sworn we set up notifications for when we get activity comments. And this is like the 3rd time this happened where I'm seeing comments and I'm like, do I even realize? I know we had a bunch of comments, but I don't think it was up to 40. I think we only had 20. So there's probably mad people in there. Hey, what's this? What's that? And they're being ignored because I got to just check it. I think I'm going to have to do that. Every time I update the production timeline, I'm just going to check Here's why I don't, though. I know it might be easy. Like, Ronnie, you idiot, you lazy bitch. Just check the comments. Well, imagine this. Let's say it's 3 years down the road and we have 50 news articles. We're probably going to have 500 in 3 years because we're slowly picking up. I would have to go to each one, check the comments. Go to the next one, check the comments. Like, there's no way to just check all new comments unless there is, and I don't know that from the back end, but I will look into that because that's something I want to be able to have a website where we could communicate right there. You know what I mean? The price of The Walking Dead Season 9. Listen, we got a new company, so they're probably going to charge you the most for it. Just wait. In a little bit, it'll drop down. So if it's too expensive in the beginning, just hold on. I got to get a drink. I only wear V-necks around the house and sometimes in public. Whoa. There's a great bar in Burbank I was going to recommend. Oh, you guys talking to each other. Let me see if Charm has his feelings hurt. He's leaving. Yeah. Good night, Charm. We'll see you in a week or so. Yeah, Charm, it's nothing new. We go through this all the time. I don't know why this is surprised. No surprise. Feel better, though. Yeah, for anyone new here, just to put you up to date, you know what? I'm not even going to discuss it. We'll just carry on with the show. But I will agree with Jordan's comment here. I mean, if you're frequently here and you're acting like a child, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, every week we ask the same thing. Slow down with the spam, Charm. Slow down. I mean, it's about time where I don't know what I'm just going to ignore you and then get a little short with some of my responses. Have a good night. Hope you come corrected next time. Have you heard of the channel WWAM? I don't think so. WWAM. No, I don't think so. What is it about? I'm still salty about how Dwight died in the comics. Why do I see two different things on? Okay. Knowing how it ends now, he was so close to a happy ending with Laura, but they made him a psycho out of nowhere. You know what? When all's said and done, I agree with that. I'm frustrated with how it ended as well. The Commonwealth arc. Even my brother doesn't read the Walking Dead comics, but he was keeping up with the news and stuff. And when I was talking about my comic and I was showing him the issue 4, the cover and how nice it looks and the plans for moving forward. And he said, just don't have a nobody shoot your main character. And I was like, bro, I don't even know what to say to that. Like, there's so much, though. Like, there's so much I want to sit down. Like, not like, yell at or what. I'm just curious. But I don't want the safe answer. Like, the answer to I want the truth, the honest truth. Like, what was the point of the princess? I mean, for real. I honestly thought there was going to be something big, and epic, or even, it doesn't have to be huge, but even there was going to be something. I mean, it didn't do anything, and all we got was a panel of her walking with Mercer. Even Negan. Negan has a pointless redemption arc. His redemption arc is incomplete, which is why I think, A, Robert Kirkman will 100%, unless he's so rich he doesn't care, but he'll 100% do a Negan story sometime. It could be 3 years from now. It could be 5 years from now. What's the point of a redemption arc and just gone? But it's like a halfway redemption arc and just gone. I can see that coming out down the line. Again, parts of a Negan story. Will there ever be any Doomsday Kingdom one-shots? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe for special occasions, maybe? I don't know. I'll tell you right now, I doubt it would be one-shots for... I doubt it would be one-shots for the story. Like, for example, Tyrese, he had a one-shot. The Governor had a one-shot. Michonne had a one-shot. I doubt we'll get Doomsday Kingdom one-shots like that because we will have flashbacks covering certain characters, so there's going to be no need for them, I would imagine. Ronnie, say Alicia is queen. Alicia is queer. Ronnie, Daryl is whooping Ezekiel in the trailer because he cheated on Carol. Just kidding. Yeah. Do you want the survivors to utilize bombs for battles? Maybe they could collect walkers, put bomb emoji inside them, and detonate them when they're mixed in with the Whisperer Herd. I mean, that would be pretty neat if they can get it to where it looks cool and it hits, you know? What time is it? It's only 12:30. We'll go a little longer. I'm going to go grab a drink, though. Move out here to SoCal. If I didn't have a kid, I would up and move out to California. I probably would have been there already because, like I said, I got a job offer when I was, like when my channel hit like 50K, I got an offer to go out to California. I probably would have. If I didn't have a kid, I would have taken it in a heartbeat. When you should check out the Walking Dead Onslaught game. It looks great, and people that got to play it early have been positive. The Walking Dead Onslaught. Is there any trailers or anything? I saw a trailer, and I even told, in the comments, I should say, I was about to say, I even told AMC, like, I fucking talked to them. In the comments, I was like, I'm not buying it. After The Walking Dead Overkill, I'm not buying it until I see gameplay. Don't show me any cutscenes at all. I want gameplay or get out of my fucking face. And I think all games should be that way from this point on. Just stop with the bullshit. Show us gameplay. It's called Walking Dead Onslaught. Onslaught. It's a VR. I love VR. Oh my god, that looks like dog shit. And let me look at this though. There was just one image real quick and it looked fucking terrible. Let me click on this real quick though. That could just be that though. Thank you, Philip. This is what you show me? What? You guys go after Overkill, and then you're like, no, Onslaught is that shit. This is fucking terrible. Listen, I will say, it's VR. VR can use a steroid kick in the groins, to be honest. I love VR. I so want it to just be a little bit better. Like, on par with regular video games. Like, imagine regular first-person shooter graphics, but in VR. VR is always downgraded. I mean, it always is. Don't tell me it's fucking not. Show me a VR that's not. Maybe the Resident Evil one, was a little, I'll have to say. As you're going through the campaign, you'll be able to level up your characters, unlocking new products. I would never play this if it was regular console with a controller. However, if this was virtual reality, I would give it a shot. But this is PS2 graphics, maybe PS3. No, it's PS2 graphics. But again, when it comes to virtual reality, I will cut it a break. But this, look at this gun. That is terrible. Yeah, I don't know. This is terrible. I'm not even watching this. Oh my god. You guys see that? What happened there? Look at that. Look at that detail. Look at those graphics, bro. Look at that hand. Look at a strong hand gripping him. What happened here? That's not a bad looking face. Something happened. Something caught my eye. The knife all of a sudden takes his face off. And then his face is fucking healed, man. No. It was probably the blood, I would imagine. And then he's gone. It just fucking disappears. I gotta stop cursing. I mean, YouTube don't like when you curse now. I don't know what it is, but they're like, we're gonna spank you. And that's when I say, yes, please. Only if it's Alicia, though, doing it. If she's doing the spanking. All right, so Gregory, I appreciate it, but if I can play on VR, I'll try it. But if I can't, I'm not going anywhere near that game. You did say it was a VR game. The people that got to play it early have been positive. Philip Cumby. Thank you very much for the dono. Wanted to wish you and Juliet good luck with the move. She got good luck. I did all the hard work. She's just sitting on her tablet like, yeah, this is the life, you know? Manhammer. Do you think season 10 will have Too Far Gone, No Sanctuary, No Way Out, No Not Tomorrow Yet type of episode? Or oh yeah, I think season 10, it's the Whisper War. It'll have something. Ronnie, not to kiss your ass, but you're a legend. I think that's a bit much, but I'll take it. I appreciate that. He's a super fan, Ronnie. I don't know if that's true. If you just listen, all you got to do is listen. Just chill. Just be chill and listen. How hard is that? You know? I'm still salty about how... wait a minute. Did I back up? Wait a minute. Did you write that twice? Have you played The Walking Dead, the final season? It was so good. Yeah, I played it. Ronnie, you still watch WWE, and is it still worth watching? I have never watched WWE. I don't know why you're saying, do I still watch it? I've never in my life watched wrestling. It's just something I'm not into. Yeah, I've never gotten into it. I know my uncle used to watch it when I was little, but it just wasn't for me. Someone else donated. Kyle B with a $5 dono. Good night, Ronnie. Good luck with the move. We all know you're going to go neck deep when you return. The only good thing about being, put on the forced to stop YouTube for about a week to 2 weeks is, well, obviously I got a lot of painting to do, but I'm going to be recording videos. I already have videos of the before and after of the new map office. I already have videos of me and Juliet goofing around when we're moving. I already got videos of that shit. Some other stuff too. So I'm going to have like an abundance of videos coming out. However, it's going to really give me that moment to sit back, do some updates to the website that I've been wanting to do, and then get a head start on mapping out the new type of content. Or I should say, the new content for August when I return, when I get the internet back, because we're jumping into it with, I think, depending on how much editing I could get done. And I can only do the editing when we have internet. It's not like I can build all these videos because I can't get video clips and I don't have any internet. But I should have the Boardwalk Empire and the first Dexter in that same month if we have at least a little bit of time. Hold on. Give me my soda then. All right. Thank you very much, Cal. The best The Walking Dead tie in to date. You were that fast?
Yeah.
All right, love you.
I like
Was the job offer good, and have you had others? Yeah, I thought it was good. Like I said, I would have taken it if I was... I would have taken it if I was free to move. If I could take that risk. Because I could crash in a shit neighborhood or on a floor. I'll sleep anywhere. If it's to hustle. But I can't bring my kid and then worry about neighborhoods and then where we're going to sleep and then enrolling her in school and doing all that. Like, I can go hungry for a couple days and hustle hard and get it done, but I can't drag a kid along with that. So it is what it is. But the job was pretty much doing what I do now, but for a company. You know what I mean? Maybe you answered this already. If so, sorry to repeat. Are you doing a tour of the new place? Yeah, there will definitely be a tour of the new place. Yeah, I got all the time in the world until the internet gets back on. So I'll definitely have recordings. I already started because I repainted the new office because it was just like I said, it's a fixer-upper. I'm repainting that. I'm repainting all the doors. I got to repaint the outside door because it's a metal door, so the outside's a little rust on the front. Just trying to touch it up a bit. I ripped down all the ceiling fans, scrubbed the shit out of them, put them back up. Just trying to just like, you know, just get it in. Anyway, not to be personal, but you should upload more personal videos. Your fans would like them, and we can honestly learn from you, from your experiences. That is part of the plan. However, that will not be on MAP. For those who are interested in that type of content, I already have a load of them planned. I already have a backlog of footage that's going to be in personal videos. It will be on my personal channel, though. Excuse me. And it will be on the Ronnie Hayes channel. So look for that if that's what you're interested in. If you had one question for Kirkman about anything comic related, what would you ask him? Hypothetically speaking, Kirkman would answer with no bullshit. Any question whatsoever, and he has to answer for real. Fuck, I don't know. Anything comic related. Are you afraid that The Walking Dead's going to be your, biggest, most successful project? Because think about it. Like right now, I'm hungry. I'm fucking hungry. I want that, Doomsday Kingdom or whatever it is. I don't care whatever it is. I'm hungry. I want a story, any story, multiple stories. But imagine him. He's still working. He's still putting in work. He's still got other comics and other things going on. I wonder in his shoes, is he worried? No matter what he does, nothing's ever going to compare to what he did with The Walking Dead. Like that. I'm curious about that. Ian Willie says, are you going to get the 100th Predator figure? Yeah, I have cut back drastically when it comes to collectibles. It's easy when I knew nothing about collectibles, and then I got into The Walking Dead and the YouTube scene, and a lot of people are into collectibles, so I just assumed. I don't know. It's weird. I didn't think, I should or whatever, but I just kind of went along with, if you're into this property and they got like figures or a toy line, you buy them and collect them. But when I really got down to the root of it, I am unless it comes to certain select pieces for whatever different reasons, but I'm a display guy. It's got to look, like I'm more like a movie prop display guy. So it's got to look like movie accurate, screen accurate. It's got to have something, not just like be a toy or be, so I cut back drastically. Not only that, I want to put my money into other shit. But the 100th Predator will be something I cop. That will be one of the ones I grab. And that's another thing, too. I want to focus on, when it comes to collectibles, focus on, I think part of where I got out of whack is I would usually wait until I find shit on clearance. And if something is just downright, like I said, we got some Stranger Things stuff. I got that $70 box set of the 3 figures. To be honest, I don't even want it because it's very low effort went into them. All they did is make the kids, they're wrong sizes. Maybe the head sculpts are good, but they're the wrong sizes. They did good work with the packs and stuff, but you have 2 body types and they're sharing it. And it looks, like Mike is as big as Dustin. Like I said, but you get why they cut corners, but I grabbed it because it was like 90% off. How can you pass? Anyhow, licensed video games are almost never good, so this is really no surprise. Well, yeah, because you think about it, all they do is they go to a company and they say, all right, how cheap can you get something done, blah, 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 blah. and then they look and see how much money they'll be able to pull off it. Think about it. If they run out and they really want to make a good game, and it's going to cost them a few million or whatever it is, whatever The Last of Us cost, right? Last of Us 2. It's going to cost them money, time, effort. Like, you need someone who's dedicated, who wants to do it. And then they're going to look at, okay, we could do that, or we could just shit out this game, put little effort, and we're still going to make, money hand over fist because fans will buy it, plain and simple. I feel like AMC does that with their video games. Charm Anders says, came back to say sorry for that outburst earlier. I lost my cool. Good night to you all. I'm going to assume Charm is talking to you all, and there's an apology. I don't need one. I don't need one at all. If you just want to be cool, chill, calm, patient, and kick it, you're always welcome. The output for VR is different res than what the VR headset sees. I'll take your word for it. I don't know anything about res when it comes to, you know what I mean? VR. I've never had one. So what would you do, or how would you feel if they made a show of Doomsday Kingdom and totally dicked it? How would you care, or would you just say, pay me? Well, first they pay me first anyway. But if, let's just say Netflix was like, yo, right now we'll give you, $1 million for whatever, just whatever. And I was like, okay, yeah. And they paid me and they screwed it up. It is what it is. I mean, I would prefer to vet whoever would be getting it a little better than that and see if this is like a legit thing. Because if anyone's interested in your shit, you're probably making enough to at least give you that breathing room to not be so desperate to just take whatever. But what can you do? I mean, if anyone out there wrote a story and it got picked up and turned into a movie that was terrible, honestly, what can you do? You just do it, keep it moving. What is your favorite Ensure flavor? Mine is vanilla. I don't know. I've only ever had that chocolate, you know what I mean? Get out of here.
What can I eat?
What flavor you puffing on?
Are you doing?
All right. What flavor is that? I sure remember it. Devil's Punch Bowl. Just finished binge watching the new Amazon show, The Boys, and it is one of the best series I've ever seen. It's a comic adaptation. Yeah, I'm going to use my brother's Amazon account to see it. I think you said something about this the other day, but what are you going to make writing videos? Well, obviously, I'm not getting into it until we return, but we do have 2 test videos that are already on the channel and they're already ready to go. I'm going to schedule them for, let's say, August 1st, and then the next one August 5th or something, just to keep some videos going, because I'm going to try to find a way to get videos uploaded. Like if I go over to my brother's, if I can work on some videos, there's going to be little to no editing. If I get videos done in between when like if you guys see videos come up, I'll tell you right now, no live streams. I can't do live streams, but if you see videos post, it's going to have, I would imagine, little to almost no editing, and it might be some different weird ones, like filmed differently, because I'm not going to be able to do anything except for record it however I can and just visit a family member's house and upload it. So there might be a chance you can get some stuff, but again, I make no promises because I don't know what's going to be going on. true. I don't collect action figures, but stuff like that I like or looks good from something I like, I'll buy it. Yeah, I'm pretty much the same way. It really depends on the display quality of it. Have you seen the show Snowfall yet? It's absolutely freaking amazing, bro. It's about the 80s in Compton and the dawn of the crack era. So action-packed, bro. 100, 100. It's on FX. Yeah, we looked that up, didn't we? So why are you quitting? TSDF Army with a $1. Well, I'm not quitting. I'm not quitting at all. I'm moving and I'm going to be out of internet for a while, but we will return. And even when we do return, keep in mind, we're not like, I'm not getting internet and then, okay, guys, we're back here every Sunday. It's going to be a gradual return, because there's other things going on. I'm going to make sure when we do return, we're good to go. I'm also speaking with a rep with YouTube, and I'm checking on a certain amount of things, finalizing certain things. Like, for example, you guys know that there's been things going on behind the scenes with videos being demonetized and channels being, I don't even know what the word for it is, but there's something where YouTube can take your video and it doesn't get suggested. Now, this isn't in recommended or when you're in your feed. This is when you're watching a video. Usually in the past, if you'd be watching a Walking Dead video or one of my videos, you would see a ton of my videos under that in your suggestion feed. Well, we've been running some tests on multiple different accounts, and my videos almost never pop up. There's been a few times here and there. I think there was one time where there was like a good amount, and I got excited. I was like, okay, maybe this isn't a thing. But there's been a majority of the times where it's not even showing up. And this is reflected in the analytics where there's months where it's at 0, which is impossible, unless the analytics are broken or it's just like, again, I don't know what to call it because we're not a political channel. There's no reason for this channel to get blacklisted. I know we have talked about come on, politic bullshit seeping into movies. So I don't know if it was a video that got flagged or I don't know how that works. Something tripped in the system and I don't know. But I'm working on a lot of things behind the scenes because I've been dealing with stuff on, my channel, practice channels, some other shit. And I tell you what, the analytics compared, it's night and day. I could post the same thing on my personal channel, which almost no one watches. It's just a small group right now. We've only got 2,000 subs on there, but I could take something on there, post it, and get like 5 times the amount of traffic compared to what it's got to then if I put it on this when it comes to topics outside of what we're already doing. You know what I mean? Anyway, like hot topics, but just not Walking Dead related. So I don't know. There's something just off. So we're going to iron out all the kinks before we make a full return with live streams and everything. Because there could be a chance that live streams are bringing the channel down when it comes to the watch time, the view. Maybe that's not why they're not being suggested and all that. So like I said, Ronnie, AMC should let Capcom, the creator of Resident Evil, make them a dope The Walking Dead game. Thoughts? As long as they're not just going to make a Resident Evil game. I don't want a Walking Dead skinned Resident Evil game. But I want somebody with passion to make it, for sure, Imagine a game like Days Gone or The Last of Us, something like that, but in the world of The Walking Dead. Even Borderlands 2. Imagine a Telltale's game, Borderlands 2 style, but not played as slow and sleepy as a regular Telltale game. Imagine interactive and shooting and running and yada yada yada. That'd be awesome. What else we got? Have you ever written a space-based story or just off Earth in general? No, I wouldn't have to say not a full story or a complete story. There's been parts of space and off Earth that has been in a few things that I've written, but I've never written anything that is just out in space. That might be fun to put on some kind of like challenge yourself type thing, Don't you feel like Tarantino could do a perfect The Walking Dead show with his amount of gore. Plus, he could do Negan's comic dialogue perfectly. I mean, yeah, he could, but that'll never happen. Even though I love Quentin Tarantino's stuff, it would be a dramatic change from what we're getting. And I don't know if that would come off well. I'll be honest, if Morgan dies, I'm done with the franchise. I just have too much investment into the character. He's been around for 10 years in real life. Yeah, he's been around for a while. I think that would be really stupid if they kill off Morgan. Say Robert Kirkman never does anything with Negan again. Do you think it would be better if he'd just have killed him sometime after the Whisperer War? Absolutely, without a doubt. What is the purpose of Negan if that's all it is? He gets out and kills anticlimactically. I mean, it was cool, but what happens after that? I mean, they just lose their shit, run into battle, and all die. You know, it's just I don't know. I think Maggie should have beat him to death with a bat. I think the problem with Negan, and I'll be real, I'm not saying this to, I'm just being real. Like, in my opinion, I think Kirkman saw Negan as a character he enjoyed writing, which it's clear, I think he's even stated it, and he believed this keeps a lot of fans engaged. You know, this is something important to keep in the comic. This is a character that has a value propping up the franchise, be it merchandise and the whole nine. So it justified him staying alive longer. But then I do feel, and this is someone who has a Negan shrine, when all is said and done, he overstayed his welcome, and Negan as a character just kind of petered out. I mean, he didn't even get a full redemption. He stayed Negan, which I do like, because he didn't just, do a complete 180. He stayed Negan, but on the flip side, he didn't go all the way with any redemption. He just left. I don't know. I'm hoping that The Walking Dead show ends with Morgan and Rick being 60 years old and telling stories of their lives in the next generation. Judith in her 30s, and they're with her. Can you ask the rep at YouTube where the rest of your 24-hour live stream might be? Please, they might. I've already spoken about that. That's lost and gone. That's just gone. There's no way they can go in their system and just get that, find that, pull that back. Yeah, I think we've already discussed this in a whatever too. That's gone. So we're never getting it back. Unfortunately, that'd be cool because that has the first episode of the Michonne game. Do I think season 3 of The Walking Dead had the best collection of characters on the show? I don't know, to be honest. I really don't know. As far as a collection of characters, I'm not fond of season 3. So, I'm not sure. I mean, it's cool that we got Michonne's intro in season 3. Andrea was here, though. I mean, I liked the actress playing Andrea, but what they did with Andrea, Shane is gone. We just lost him in 2. We didn't get, some of the newer ones that I enjoy, like the Saviors with Negan and Dwight and all that. So, I think it was a good, solid cast. It is a good, solid cast. I just don't know if I'd say that it was the best, Nate Prosman says, how hard is it for you to have a story and stay so mute about it? I suck so bad at that crap. Do you ever have your catch yourself moment? Well, I think it's real easy when it's like this, because there's a part of me that is like, I think it's just a dick move if I just go and talk about. I mean, I am sometimes just about to explode with what is coming up because there's, especially when you're doing build up, like the shit with the feeding post in particular. The feeding post is something that will be sprinkled all throughout this long running story. So you're going to get the origin of it, the history of it. I mean, this is an important little place for a number of reasons. I mean, one, it's an actual place that's throughout the story. And two, this is at a point where this is the beginning of what concludes the entire story. So issue 1 starts off with the feeding post, which is the beginning of what concludes to the end. But then issue 2, we go all the way back to the true beginning of the outbreak. And then we run the story out and catch up to the feeding post, part 1, which is the true, beginning of the end. It still has a long chunk of story after, but the events of what happens between all those people in issue 1, that leads to the conclusion of the series, Doomsday Kingdom. So, or at least that part of the series. Ronnie, I'm going to miss you like Negan did Rick. Wouldn't it be cool if Laura, Savior, DJ Savior, had a scene talking about the good old days as saviors? I like some of those scenes when they're, sprinkled in a little more realistic. I hate when it's all by the numbers where it's everything needs to connect to the story. I like people being people mixed in, so I think that would have been nice. Wouldn't it be awesome if Negan redeems himself in season 10, 11, etc., eventually gets Rick's death with Judith mourning him? I'm not sold on Rick's death because I hated it, so I'm going to have to say I disagree. I like the idea of Negan redeeming himself. Might as well go all the way. And it connects with Judith, which you can get that, you can already see. You don't even have to explain that much. Is that Kane? No, I don't know. Or at least I don't think so. I don't know who Kane is from WWF or E or whatever. I know this is years behind and it's irrelevant now, but why did Negan's biological warfare affect people? But the cuts on Rick and Abe didn't do anything. You know what? I thought they knew what they were getting into, but it was probably just they fucked up, what's up?
Boom.
You usually want it muted, so all right, there you go.
Yeah, because I've been taking a YouTube.
What?
Oh, I thought that was a knife. I've been taking a YouTube break.
YouTube break.
Yeah,
oh yeah.
Live stream, having to show my face and
Oh yeah.
And
oh.
You took away the freaking scissors for that.
Well, we're moving, bro.
Well, whatever.
Hey, you got a lot of people that said they loved your haircut the other day. We did the video, the chair. We reviewed that new chair. Juliet took that chair now. She liked it that much. I will say a little update on the chair. Some company sent us a chair. You can go and watch that video. I will say it is a comfortable chair. It's a solid chair. I don't have any complaints. It's hers right now. I don't have any complaints. I still love my chair. I love it. And she wanted the other one with the red, so she got that. I got this. And hers, she can actually pull out her thing and her, for your legs, what is it, the leg rest? The only thing I noticed as a negative is it does have a little more squeak with the material. I think this, you can hear it if you really, you can't hear me moving. With that other chair, you would hear it. That's the only negative I can think of comparing chairs like that.
Wow, people like my hair. I hate it.
Yeah, I think you're right here is perfect, I think, for her. Shoulder length. I mean, if she's going to keep it short, I think that's perfect.
There. It's right here.
No, I'm saying I like it the best if it's here, if you're going to keep it short. I think you look good with short hair and long hair. I think that's getting a little longer. I like that better than when you first got it cut.
Super long because I don't want to go to school looking like this.
It'll grow out longer. It's already looking a lot.
But I go to school in 1
month.
Or 1 month.
It doesn't matter, honey. It'll grow. Kim Bomb, middle fingers with a $5 dono. I don't know if I said that right. Season 3 was great with the prison storyline. Really wish they would have done the Tomas story from the comics. That would have been sick. Yeah, I do wish they would have adapted some of that a bit different and kept some of the comic stuff. Just some of it, though. None of that relationship back and forth shit, though. If anyone makes another... thank you very much for the dono. If anyone makes another The Walking Dead game, it should totally be Rockstar. Imagine GTA crossed with The Walking Dead. Oh my fucking god. That would be the best zombie game of all time. It would probably be absolutely incredible. It would probably be the bomb, for real. Can you think of any zombie movie with a genuinely good story? Oh yeah, there's a handful. I mean, Train to Busan right there. But all I'm saying is, when it comes to a zombie movie with a good story, in my opinion, there's not many. There's only a few. Train to Busan off the top of my head. Here's the problem. I got others. They're not exactly zombie though. They're zombie-like The Crazies. That's one of my favorites. And we will be covering others coming up. Some of them just aren't zombie though. How much money to hang out with you in real life and go gator fishing with Dallas? Oh, I don't do well around gators. I'm not sure about that. I'm thinking that maybe the guy with the bag over his head is actually Tristan or Lazaro. Laugh out loud. Where'd that come from? I will give you one spoiler right now. Lazaro's too big to be the prisoner. I will say that right now. Lazaro's got a bit of stock. He's not real tall, but he's got some stock on him. Unless maybe he lost weight over that time. Tristan could be the prisoner, though. I mean, that's possible. You never know. I will tell you. It's fucking trippy. Which of the Crazies movies do you like more, the original or the remake? The remake. But if it's future, he might lose weight. Yeah, he could lose weight if it's the future. Did you ever see Glass? And if so, have you... Wait, what? Did you ever see Glass? And if you have, what did you think of it? I don't know about that ending. I'll be real with you. I don't know about that. Yeah, I took your words right out of your mouth, Spin. I was like, yeah, I'm on top of it. If he lost some weight, he could be the prisoner. I don't know what else to say about Glass. I thought it was all right. I mean, I was really interested into it, and then it kind of started losing me a bit. I didn't hate it. The ending, I thought, was a weak attempt at a twist that I just didn't care about. I think that's one problem when you get put in a box. Like, I think just being afraid, the fear of being put in a box like M. Night Shyamalama, Mamba Bamba Jamma, just the fear of that. I think I would have made a few movies where there's absolutely no twist whatsoever, because it's becoming a thing where when you go see his movies, there you have to have the twist, and it's becoming so predictable and expected that a lot of times it just doesn't hold up, or you guess it before it even comes out, so he should do some without twists and see how they work. Yeah, I don't want to be anywhere near crocodiles or alligators. Is there anyone from the earlier seasons of The Walking Dead still alive? I don't think so. Didn't we see everyone die by now? Jim, Morales, the girl that blew herself up. Andrea. I mean, we've seen them all die. That gang with the old people, they're dead officially. Canon. It was filmed. It was just cut for time, but it was filmed and all that. Is there anyone? Wait, when's the last movie that legitimately scared you? Oh man, I can't even remember. It's been that long. I think there's some moments or scenes where I'm like, oh, that's neat. But for a movie to scare me, man, it's been it's been a while. It's been way too long. Yeah, it's definitely been way too long. I want to make like a I want to show people what you can do with a horror movie. Like how to actually scare people. And I'm not going for jump scares or any of that bullshit. I'm going for I want to creep them out so bad that it's not just scared when you're watching it, but when you leave, there's something that just makes you uneasy and it just freaks you out. I want to make that type of movie. I think that's why I love the horror genre, because it goes for emotions. Have you seen the zombie movie Dead Girl about two teenagers that rape a zombie? It's a different kind of zombie movie, but it's really messed up. I'd never even heard of that, to be honest. I don't think we are going to get Negan's line in the comic where he says to Alpha, I'm in love. In the TV show, she's so ugly. That wouldn't even make sense for Negan to say. I mean, when he said it in the comic, it didn't really have much to do with... I mean, I should say it wasn't just that he's physically attracted, like she is physically attractive, as in like she's hot. She's written pretty plain, so it's easy to say, yeah, she's hot because she's nice and slim and fit, and then she's just like plain white girl face. I think she does something, doesn't she? Isn't she in that moment where her presence and how she conducts herself, he's like, wow, I'm in love. You know what I mean? In that aspect, I think they could pull it off. Wait, what? Do you think when they say there will be a sci-fi feel in The Walking Dead, will be the Russian astronaut that talked to Strand? You know what? I have no idea. I didn't watch Fear the Walking Dead. I don't even remember that. I didn't watch the newest season. Not the last, 3 episodes. I would like to find Morgan in a movie theater watching the Rick movies. That's the only crossover I'm interested in. The one with the hottie from Justified. What are you guys talking about? Just wanted to say thank you for your content. I appreciate that, Ray. I really do. I really do. I really, really do. My M. Night's Shyamalanga Manga Bama. First movie was a romantic comedy. I don't think I even knew what his first movie was. I know we mentioned it last season, but do you think AMC The Walking Dead will be missing a big opportunity if they don't make a Whisperer masks available to buy for this Halloween? Yeah, absolutely. That should have been something, and here's what I don't understand. Maybe it's because of the fact that I don't understand the process for licensing on the back end. Maybe there is a gap in time. Like, I'm thinking AMC knows it sells, but maybe it's the actual company going, well, we're not ready yet. We're not ready until you're already out with it. I think that has a lot to do with it because we constantly see that. Like when Negan was about to appear on the show, I'm thinking McFarlane Toys should have had a Negan figure ready to go. Back then, even though the figures were not falling apart, the end was near and fans knew it. They still went wild for the Negan figures. If you had the Negan figure at the end of season 6, they would have bought it up like crazy, like crack. That's the shit I don't get. Why they wait. And I think it might not have to do with knowing your own property as it is the companies that are making it. They are getting in contract. It's not like AMC tells people, oh, you do this. Those companies are telling them, Yes, it sells. We want to stock this much space in like Target. Here's the wall, and then have your replace the figs, yada yada yada. So it might be that we might have to wait until after, which I don't agree. I think the Whisperer masks should be out for this Halloween, but we might have to wait until after they're in the show for a bit for people to for the company to say let's go with it. The Happening was a crazy comedy. What? No, I can't even do it. He did it so just. Remember where the old lady was like, "What did she say again? Are you gonna rob me?" He's like, "What? No." That shit was fucking hilarious. Scariest scene ever, when the lady get her water container grabbed by a croc in Crocodile Dundee. Fear is dangerous. It can drive us apart. Yeah, true that. You want to be scared? Watch Cannibal Holocaust. I watched that. That didn't. I get like the freaked out nature of it. Absolutely, and I like twisted shit like that, but it wasn't one of those that got me freaked out. I tell you what, if I was on, I don't know, like a mission, with a group of religious people and we went out to some jungle, I'd probably be scared out of my fucking mind, of being eaten alive, being someone's dinner after watching Cannibal Holocaust, and then I go out in the jungle on a mission or something. I'd be fucking shitting myself. But when you're home, it's kind of hard to get a little afraid of that. I heard Kirkman confirmed on Talking Dead during season 9, episode 8, the Vatos gang are dead. Fun fact, also wrote that episode. I believe it. It's been confirmed since, the fucking Blu-ray disc, but that'd be weird if he confirmed it just now. People still talking about them? Do you have all-time favorite horror movie? No. Body horror? Yes, The Thing. As of right now. The Thing. Do you think there's a difference between heavy gore, where you look away from the screen, and horror when you are scared? Oh, definitely. There's definitely. I mean, there's times where it blends in, but there's times where people just have to wince and look away, because it's too much. I have to say, there's not many scenes or moments that made me, because I got a pretty solid stomach. It's iron. However, there's probably a couple moments where I was like, gore-wise, not scared-wise. A Kimbo middle finger with a $5 dono. Ronnie, Mary F. Kill, Andrea from the comics, Sherry from the show, or Jesse from the... Well, normally I skip these. I hate these questions, but because it's a dono, you're forcing me. So I'll answer it. Thank you very much for the support. We got a Mary one, you got an F one, a Kill one, Andrea from the comics, and you got Sherry from the show. Sherry, oh, that's Dwight's wife. And then Jesse from the show. Oh, I'm fucking the shit out of her. That's gonna be a crime scene. Well, since I gotta separate the fucking from the crime scene, I guess I'll pick. Do we gotta go in order? Andrea, Mary. Sorry, Sherry. She's a kill, and then plow time for Jesse. Would you like to see a celebrity play themselves in an episode of The Walking Dead? Fuck no. Either as a survivor or a zombie, like Dawn of the Dead, where they shot Burt Reynolds. Fuck no. Fuck no. And I don't think that was Burt Reynolds. I think they were shooting zombies that looked like celebrities, right? If that's what you mean. Anyway, Bill Murray did that in Zombieland, and it was perfect for Zombieland, but not for The Walking Dead. It breaks that webbing, that membrane, or whatever the fuck I'm thinking of, that for me and my tastes, it doesn't fit, doesn't belong there. So I'd have to say hells no. What did you think of the Purge movies? Thought it was pretty good premise. Maybe a premise, but I didn't think the execution was good. Have you ever seen the movie Devil 2010? Yeah, with an elevator. Written by M. Night Shyamalama Mama. It's about a bunch of people. Yeah, I know what it's about. Stuck in an elevator. One of them's the devil. There was a scene in that I thought was pretty creepy. I forget what it was, though. Have you picked up the Criterion Collection Blu-ray of Night of the Living Dead? No. I would love to get my hands on that, though. Is that new or is that an older one? I don't stay up to date with the Criterion collections, but those are, if you're going to get anything, those are badass. They got like the best restorations, and they're usually packed with special features. Where else do we got? Do you think John Carpenter will make another movie? Yeah. There's always hope. What up, Robo Dog? Thank you very much. Will you be on Twitter during your YouTube hiatus? Yeah, I will be able to post things to Twitter. It's going to be really slow. It's really frustrating. Images and some things that I share take a minute to load up just because the internet out there is crazy. But I will be able to do some social media. I will be able to work on the website. I will be able to continue shipping issues. Chances are I will borrow the laptop that I gave my daughter to go to the library and let you guys know when stock is coming of Doomsday Kingdom. Like I said, we got $600 worth of product. Man, do I love saying that. It reminds me of my hustling days. Anyway, we got $600 worth of product coming in next week, and we're going to be putting on the website. Everything's going in stock from, the posters are in stock right now, but from posters to comics to back issues to issue 4 for the first time physical, both the standard edition and the signature series, which as of this moment, moving forward, most or any and all signature series will have this upgraded cover. Like I said, we're trying to do everything we can to maximize your value for the signature series. And don't forget, the absolute killer, most valuable part of the signature series is 2 things. It's the only way to get the artist's signature that we sell. We no longer sell the artist's signature on anything else. It's not an option anymore. And it's limited to 150 with an exclusive piece of artwork. This is the Rider here with his part of his signature weapon, the Wolverine-looking claws. This is just a faded example of the full picture, but you'll get this, you'll get that, a trading card. Everything is double signed by me and the artist. And it's got that special cover on it. Like I said, it looks like fucking glass, like you printed the cover on glass. And then standard comics will be the same thing, the floppy with ranging from just the comic, signed version by me, and then what else is there? I think that's it. 2 options. There's 3 total for issue 4. Just the comic, the signed version, and then double signed. We're keeping it simple. I know we had so many different options with issue 1, but we're going to keep it simple moving forward. Plus, we're shipping too much random stuff with the UK when we're doing all this other random stuff. Jason with a $5 donation. Really going to miss these streams while you're gone, man. Good luck with the move, by the way. It's pronounced Jay Sean. Oh, all right. Thank you very much for the pronunciation guide. I need that more and more because I am terrible at pronouncing names, homie. Every horror movie these days aren't really scary. Sure, there's creepy aspects to them, but it's mostly just jump scares after jump scare. I agree with that. Imagine if Beta is Ryan Hurst in the show. That'd be kind of funny if we had something like that. Hmm. Who's your provider? Cell, Ronnie? AT&T. Why? Is they got special internet? Yeah, AT&T. Do they have special internet? Huh? They have anything special going on where I can? That's such a funny. Shit. Hold on. I got some. Oh, that's another thing. When issue 4 drops next week, we no longer will be continuing the free issue number 1 digital. So if you haven't got your digital copy yet, or if you want to check it out, Doomsday Kingdom issue number 1 digital is going to be no more on sale. I fucked that up. We're ending the free issue digital. So fucking hurry up, go to the website, get the digital comic. DoomsdayKingdom.com. Click on digital comics right up here. Bong. You can't see it because I'm covering it, but that's going away next week. So just a heads up. How long will the hiatus be? I don't know yet. It'll be anywhere from a week to 2 weeks. It may even be 3 weeks. There's going to be, and that's for no live streams definitely because I won't have internet. And we will have random uploads. But like I said, it's going to be whenever I can get an upload. We do have 2 test videos uploaded. I really should just be gone for like good because I know there's going to be people that aren't going to care to pay attention or hear. And they're just going to see like kind of uploads going up. So I don't know. We'll see. Do you think John Carpenter dropped acid when he made Ghosts of Mars? I think it's definitely possible. Night of the Living Dead Criterion Blu-ray came out last year. It's $17.78 on Amazon. New 4K scan and bunch of special features. One thing I want to do when I'm all set up is I want to sell my TV and get a 4K TV. Right now I got a Google Smart TV. It was like top of the line when it came out. That was when I was back home. But I want to get a 4K, man, because I really think I really think I'm at the moment where I want to start testing out some 4K movies because I haven't watched any. Normally I'm on the ball when they upgrade. When they go from VHS to DVD, I was an early adopter. I got DVDs right away. My first DVD was American History X. My second was Seven, and my third was Fight Club. I'm pretty sure that was like the complete order. Then I got The Matrix and Enter the Dragon. But yeah, I remember my first DVD was American History X because it was a big deal. I was into special features, and they didn't have those on VHS, man. Or at least they did. It was shitty at the end of the movie, and it was like just real shitty. Oh, that wasn't someone got a free issue. Another free issue. That's good. That's good. At least I don't have orders to ship out. We got more free issues. All right. We got 5 people that are like, yeah, let me get this free issue, homie. Then I got my daughter coming in here. What does she want? Hey, what's up, baby? It's air. It's air. Don't mess with it.
Because she was eating the tip.
Oh, don't let her eat that.
Mm-hmm. Hey, after she ate the tip, I was like, no, I sprayed it with it.
Oh, you did? Why? How do you like it? I sprayed you with it. I don't even know if that's like.
Good. That's refreshing.
I know. I drink it. Just kidding. Just kidding. Don't do that.
Mouth on that. And then licked her butt.
Oh, gross. All right. I bought the artwork. It's all mine. Yeah, which one did you get? You got the Signature Series one, right? I think Spin actually got the Signature Series for issue 4. Night of the Living Dead. I'm going to get the Night of the Living Dead Blu-ray, I think. I'm going to try and then get the 4K. I think that's great. Because like I said, that fits perfectly. I have a collaboration coming up. And there's a chance Night of the Living has to play into that collab some way. So, no stream tonight. I'm tired and got to wake up early tomorrow. Well, have a good night, Meowcat Bissy. Get some rest. Wait, it could horn? It could. Is that horn or home? It could home. I'm not sure what you're saying. And Ronnie has to let me audition for Native American Lady. Please. Well, she's a comic character, so we don't really have an audition. Maybe if we did like a voice, what's that called? Like a voiceover of the comic issue with the Native American lady, that would work because then we would need voice actors. But we wouldn't be hiring for any actors for a comic. But you're probably saying voice actor. So maybe if we do some special motion comics, I think they call them, because we do want to do some of those. I think that'd be fun. How did you link up with your art guy? He does some pretty damn good artwork. He was one of y'all. He was in the Map family. He was in the Map mob, yo. He was just in the comments section, watching, chilling, kicking it with us. And then we got to talking on social media. We were talking for like a year. In the meantime, I'm dicking around with, someone I grew up with who was into art. And I've told this story, so I'm going to simplify it. But the original guy I was talking to, and it wasn't even like in-depth Doomsday Kingdom stuff. He didn't know anything about the story. I didn't talk to him about the story. He just knew I wanted to do a comic, and he was an artist. He didn't even draw one Doomsday Kingdom picture. He was the kind of guy who was like, I seen his other artwork. He did good work, but he just seemed like the kind of guy who was in it for the money. And there was a part of me that just really wanted to do a comic, but there was another part of me that was hesitant because I got the vibe, and now I know it would have went down like this. But he seems like the kind of guy that would go, let's charge $10,000 a copy. He's just the type of guy to try to make as much money as possible, even if it sabotages what you're working on. And I just can't fuck with that, Anyway, Fortnite Season 10, August 1st, you still play? I haven't played since Days Gone came out, to be honest. I have not played it since, April? Have you ever seen a Chromium book? Yep. Those things are so hot. I think I busted just seeing it. Just kidding. But damn, are they awesome looking, but so expensive. Yeah, I don't know how expensive they are, but I think Ethan Van Sciver's doing a Chromium book for Cyberfrog. He did a Indiegogo campaign on it. And I would have to say, yes, there is a part of me that enjoys Chromium covers. I think it has to go with certain books, though. Wait, what is this? Where did this come from? Akimbo, middle fingers, with a $20 dono. Drop it in, bro. I love you, man. I know you probably have a video on the channel, but can you rank your favorite Walking Dead seasons from worst to best? Good luck with the move, man. Thank you very much for coming in with the fly $20 dono. The best to worst with The Walking Dead. I mean, I'll do my best right now because you dropped a fat 20, but I really would want to go back and actually rewatch every episode, not even skip them, and then break it down. But I would have to say my worst is probably going to be, and this kills me to say, but my worst is probably going to be Season 7. But that kills me to say because it's got my favorite episode of all time, which is the Season 7, Episode 1, the premiere. No, I'm sorry. I take that back. Let me rewind the clock. The absolute worst for me is Season 3. Second to worst is Season 7. Third to worst is Season 8. Now this is where it gets a little tricky. Let me just see if I have this right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the last spot would be Season 3, then Season 7, then Season 8. Season 1, and this is tricky, man. Fuck it. Season 1 is still the nostalgia plus everything. Season 1 is still my favorite season, and it holds up. Season 9 is my number 2 spot. Season 4 is my number 3 spot. I really, after rewatching, there's so much I love about Season 4. So we got 1, we got 3, we got 4, We got, what else we got? 7, 8, and 9. So we're missing 6. We're missing 5. We're missing 2. 6, 5, and 2. Okay, yeah. So 6, 2. 2 has a soft spot in my heart. I like 5. I like 6 too. We're gonna have to go 6, 5, and 2. All right, here's my list. Number 1, season 1. Number 2, season 9. Number 3, season 4. Number 4, season 6. Number 5, season 5. Number 6, season 2. Number 7, season 8. Number 8, season 7. How fucking hilarious is that, yo? Number 5 is season 5. Number 7 is season 8. And number 8 is season 7. And then in the ninth and last pathetic lonely spot is season 3. Yeah, that's as close as it'll come for right now. I have the digital issue 1. Thanks for the free one on Amazon. It was awesome. Nah, no problem. Or, I mean, it was awesome. It's not on Amazon. Ronnie, you recommend Bone Tomahawk to me the other day, and I watched it. What a movie. Thank you. Hope to see you back ASAP. Yeah, listen, I'm going to come up with a list of movies that I personally would recommend that no matter when they are good, I feel. And that'll be something where I'm trying to find something fun we can do with that. Because there's times where I watch movies and I'm like, yo, like Free Fire has, what's her name in it? Captain Marvel. And I had so much fun with Free Fire. It's not, anything incredible. It's not great, but I had a lot of fun with it. And I wanted to talk about it then. So I'm trying to find a way where I can incorporate some of these. Now, I don't think I'd put Free Fire on the list, but I do have a list of movies where no matter how many years go by, they are worth it. They're worth your time to watch. Nah, Jordan Sandowski, I don't think just because Shane lost his shit over Lori and Rick, I don't think that means Judith is gonna lose her shit. And if the writers do that, I would have to seriously wonder what kind of shit they're up to. I just don't think that fits. I really need to upload to my channel. It's been a few weeks. Yeah, you better get going, homie. Run to the local A&P and pick up a charger. Oh, his phone's dying. You a champion. Thank you very much, Sean. Say alpha. Anybody tell me if you get it. Say. I don't know what you mean. The Wolverine one. Oh, okay. Did you see Identity 2003? Thoughts? No, I never even heard of that. Jacob's Ladder was another good movie back in the day. Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. That's another classic. Motion comic voice actors, ? I have no idea what you're asking. I know we talked about it, but as far as like, what do you want to know? It's an incomplete sentence. I have no clue. I want to be a creep. Oh, wait, too late. Nice. If you have any Irish character in Doomsday Kingdom, I could play him. Ha ha ha. Well, I mean, like I said, it's a comic book for now. We don't have any plans on doing actual motion comics anytime soon, so it would be a while. Even if I did get it turned into a movie, I don't have any control over casting, so at least that's one thing I don't have to worry about making people mad about, Philip, coming in with another donation. How do we become creeps in Doomsday Kingdom? Well, donations, pretty much. Well, hold on, though. Before anyone does any type of donations, it's a structured donation. We do have something secretive in the works where a very, very limited amount of people, there will be a very, very limited amount of options will become available for people to be creeps on a special Doomsday Kingdom project. That's got a little bit yet because that's after issue 5. But we are taking, and this is something that we did in issue 1. I know Eddie was one of the very first mob members to make it into the comic. So the idea is we'll be opening up like rewards, and we'll have them limited because we're not throwing people in here just to get money. And that's why we didn't pick any after Eddie, because we had specific people, specific characters. But coming up, we're going to have more creeps. There's going to be more outbreaks and more random creeps all over the place. We're going to be opening up limited slots for people to throw money in to go towards us stocking the website. Those people would get their likeness featured in the comic as a creep. Again, we will do an update video when we're doing that for sure, and it's like official. But that's something that we played around with issue 1, and we took a break because, like I said, in the beginning, it's only here and there with zombies. And then for issues 2, 3, and 4, and 5, it's specific creeps. But afterwards, when we get more creeps and we're in more of the thick of things, there will be more opportunities for mob members to become creeps for sure. The Chromium cover is super shiny, metal looking cover. It looks crazy. Check out Comic Artist Pro Seekers. He showed it off. Yeah, I just said that. I just said I saw his. There was a problem though. The image was a bit blurry. I think he had internet issues. That's when he had internet issues. I want to see it like crisp and clear and high def, because part of it looked like you had the picture and it was surrounded with chromium, you know? I wanted to get a vibe for that because I just want my regular cover turned into something special. But if the chromium's way too expensive, we can't do it. I mean, he could do it because he has this huge, like, what is it? Like, you know, I don't know, like $500,000 campaign or some shit like that, even higher maybe. I know it's huge. Anyhow, we can't do that. We're not even anywhere close. So we have our own little special cover. Maybe if we do some type of big, you know, something bigger on that scale in the future, we would get a chromium. That's if we like the look with ours. I think it fits perfectly with something like Cyberfrog. You know what I mean? Is that what it is? Yeah. I think it fits perfectly with something like that. I'd have to say season 2 is my favorite season because during the time I was going through a lot. And the only thing I had to forget the BS is when season 2 came on. Season 2 has a special place in my heart, especially certain episodes, man. That season, mid-season finale, oh my God, I love it to this day. What is a chromium cover? It looks like a metal cover. I don't know how it feels. I don't know much about chromium covers, but I've seen them. And it's just like a really shiny metal, yeah. That's all I could say. I don't know if it is thick and hard. I would imagine it's got some stock to it, you know? Do you like the original Star Wars trilogy? Oh, I love them. Yeah, the apocalypse made Shane crazy. It's not his fault. Do you like the original? Alright, we already did that. Alpha, anybody sounds like I'll fuck anybody. Somebody got me that with. Oh, alright. Alpha, anybody sounds like I'll fuck anybody. Oh, I gotcha. I see what you mean now. Henry Vlogs, what type of horror do you prefer? Supernatural or real psychological horror? In my opinion, one of the best horror movies is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, 1974. No jump scares and super gritty. That would be in my wheelhouse. I like it grounded in realism. Supernatural for me is just plain not scary. Even there's creepy moments, and I love the It movies, and I love the whole idea and concept. It just doesn't do it for me. I mean, I love the concept and the creepiness, but supernatural horror it's not scary. It's just not. But I like that real shit, you know? That's what I'd have to say. Been watching you since season 3, watched The Walking Dead Day 1. Only got into the comics at the Negan lineup. Thank you for everything, sir. You are my spirit animal. Well, fuck yeah. Thank you very much. Ronnie, if you made another comic book series in the future, would it be horror-based or a different genre? It might be a different genre. I mean, if I was going for... Well, that depends. I might do a little mix of a genre. I have this idea for a 12 Years a Slave meets Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Maybe I do something wild like that, you know? Mix it up a bit and do some wild shit. Maybe I would try, I don't know, it's a comic book, but maybe I would do the Predator versus fucking zombies like we talked about earlier, someone brought up. Have you ever played the Scarface game? Yeah, way back in the day. Identity with John Cusack. I like that one. Ray Liotta, Jake Busey, and others stuck in the motel during a bad storm. I like that movie. Hell yeah. I've never got into the chat here, but I'm seriously miss you and your brain. So what are your top 3 The Walking Dead deaths? Well, I'm coming back. As far as top 3 deaths, geez. I'm into the gore, especially with the zombie gore, so I'm going to have to give it to Noah, which is a shame because it's a character I didn't really have any attachment to, but Noah getting his face ripped off, that was fucking epic. Gotta pick good ones, good zombie deaths that are fucking badass. Merle would probably be one, the whole thing there. And no. I'm getting off track. Not just zombie deaths, just top 3 deaths. Noah because of the zombie gore. Glenn because it's that iconic comic moment come to life. Who else had a good death? Shit. What would be the third one? It's like it's tied for a number of them. I'm not sure. I'm going with Beth because it was about fucking time. Thank you for the live stream, Ronnie. Hope your move goes well. I look forward to continue the rise of the Ronarchy on Map. Hell yeah, and I'm changing the name. It's no longer Map Fam. It's Map Mob. The Map Mob. And then we're going to be called Map Mob members. I've never gotten... Okay, I already answered that one. Oh, wait, no. I needed a third death. I'm blanking. I can't even remember deaths. I'm picking the Bicycle Girl as the third one because it's just fucking iconic. Those are my 3 picks. We got Akimbo Middle Finger with a $2 dono. Fear the Hunters or Terminus? You mean comic versus show? I'm going with show. You know, they overhyped the shit out of the show when it returned for No Sanctuary. And when I saw it, it was underwhelming because they hyped it up like this was going to be holy fuck. But they kept showing us too much. They kept revealing too much. By the time we saw it, it was like, wait, what? There's no tension. They showed us the most fucked up part, which is being led to that trough, and then they were going to have your throat slit. And I fucking dig it now, you know? Thank you for the live stream, Ronnie. Hope your move goes well, and I look forward to the continued rise of the Ronarchy. I just fucking read that one. But Joe Cool, thank you very much again. Ronnie, have you been contacted by a comic book publisher starting to circle around you yet? No, not yet. Not yet. Yeah, get to bed, Aaron P. Wait, I need to go to bed to get up. Well, go to bed then. We're about to be shutting down. I don't know about Ronnie, but I played the Scarface game, and to be honest, it wasn't that bad for the time. My only complaint would be the voice acting in the game was absolutely terrible. I didn't say it was bad. I just didn't think it was amazing. It was enough to pass the time. I think the most brutal death was Father Gabriel in the comic. Ah, shit, was I allowed to pick the comic? Noah's Mine 2, The Revolving Door, and Glenn Watchin. Yeah, it's epic. I thought it was just show. No, I don't like Andrea's death. Not only did I think it's so dumb, what they did with her character was dumb. It was just, I just hate everything about Andrea's death. I know a lot of people wanted her dead, but I can't be bothered. I can't be fucking with it. I think that was such a bad idea for them to do that to her. Big Richie had an awesome death. One of the tops. Big Richie. Is that the guy who got beat off camera? We didn't even see it? I'm going to have to you have to see it, in my opinion, to get the top spot. Or is there another? Is that Fat Joey or Big Joey? Whatever. As a comic fan, how do you feel about the show diverging from the comics and being a fanfic? Well, the show diverging now is fine. I'm cool with it. I'd prefer it if it just moved away from the comics now. Have you ever seen the Die Hard movies? Oh, fuck yeah, I grew up with those. If so, which one is your favorite? Die Hard with a Vengeance. Mine is part 3. I also heard they're making a 6th. Any thought? All I know is Die Hard 1, 2, and 3 is all that exists. Anything after that, I don't know what you're talking about. And my favorite is part 3. My favorite is 3 and then 1 and 2. I still enjoy all of them, though. Herschel death was epic, although sad. Yeah, Herschel's death should go up there. I changed my mind. Herschel's death, that was fucking epic. Yeah, Noah's death had to have the worst zombie death ever. They literally ripped his cheeks off. What? Like, fuck yes. Alex from season 3 had a good death. And also Tyrese. Yeah, but again, we can only pick 3 spots, So I wouldn't pick Tyrese for that. I'm blanking on Axel. Is he just the one who just got popped in the head, right? Yeah, I'm still going to stick with the 3 I picked, except for I'm trading Herschel. That was another one that was good. Are there any stories in between Doomsday Kingdom you're writing right now? Right this second? No. I'm fully focused on getting issue 5 done and being completely done with the first volume story arc. Any updates from Dallas, man? I'm sure it's life, and he's going to be coming back. He's just, he's doing some fishing, enjoying his summer. You know what I mean? What about Herschel's death? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got that now. All right. Any last questions? Let's wrap this up so that way I could get a little bit of sleep for my final day in this apartment tomorrow. If you could change one thing about The Walking Dead, what would it be? If I could change one thing, obviously I would want it to be uncensored right from the rip. 2 things right off the top of my head. Uncensored and no more fake digital blood. I hate that shit so much. I fucking hate it. So fucking hate it. This is what happens when you use digital effects. Every time someone goes to stab a zombie or something, here's a good example. And this is something that I, as a fan, I watch and I think I want to change for anything I work on. Like if I work on a short zombie movie or whatever for this channel, this is one thing that I know for a fact as a fan, I don't want this in my show. So for digital, they literally have let's say the scissors, but they'll have it just the handle, and then they'll do this in digital. And what you'll do is you'll have, and this is something that you'll notice from this point on, you'll probably always notice it. In order to get it, let's say, easier or more smooth for the people actually doing the special effects, the person stabbing and the person getting stabbed, what am I doing here? The person stabbing and the person getting stabbed have to line up and be as stiff and still as possible, right? That's why you'll see a lot of them just run up to a zombie and they're just like, you know what I mean? Because they do this digitally, where there's actually no blade and they're going up, and the people behind the scenes are putting that in there in post-production. So then you get this blade, and they got to stay put, because if they move, if it's all wild and it's like, and they fucking move, it's not going to fit. It's not going to match. So you always see this shit in The Walking Dead, which I hate because it's the CGI, it's the Jello skulls, it's the no force or any type of realism. When you go to stab somebody, there's going to be this force that it's not just going to go in and out. It's not going to go, and the zombies never move. It's always like you're just taking a knife and sticking it right in butter. It's always like, here's the zombie head, done, stick it out. What it should be is, here's the head, you go to stab it, it hits, and then the head moves, and maybe it goes in a little, right? And it's still kind of stuck, and then they got to rip it out. Now, if it was practical, that's how it would look. It would look vicious, and it would look sick. So for Doomsday Kingdom, as a fan of the genre, and noticing that's something that rips me the fuck out of every single moment where they're just like, I'm just watching it going, this sucks, I hate this. This is terrible, this is cheap, this is bullshit. Because all they're doing is lining it up so the people who do the CGI can do it without, it being a hassle or a problem. So for Doomsday Kingdom, you'll see someone go up to a zombie, and the zombie will be like, rah, rah, and then the guy will go to stab the zombie, and it'll just kind of go, but it doesn't go in, it doesn't break the skull, kind of just pokes him in the head. And then the zombie gets his full attention, and the zombie goes after him, rah, 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 rah. And then he's stabbing him more and more and more, and then maybe he goes for the temple, he finally cracks it in, but the zombie's still coming for him, he's fighting with his arms, and then you see him like actually crush it through his skull and into his brain. Maybe he wiggles it some, you know what I mean? Because it's not always going to be like one clean, you'll see that in Doomsday Kingdom as well, where you'll see a zombie get shot in the head, and it's just a simple fact of whatever caliber it is, whatever type of damage it did. Maybe it just didn't do enough, so maybe you'll see them kind of twitch or move or stutter, or it's all over the place, because again, it's not, I don't enjoy it when I'm watching it and it's so clean where it's just like, because again, you're not doing that for the story. You're doing that for the production. You're doing that to make the production easier, which I get, but at the same time, that's what's taking shit away from what makes it special. You ever see season 1 of The Walking Dead where he shoots the zombie girl, and every minute detail, the zombie bicycle girl, where they clap the bicycle girl and her face kind of bounces off the ground and skitters or slides and shit like that. There's even little problems with the CGI there. You could tell CGI and all that, but at the same time, because they did put a lot of effort into that, moments like that are good. The Noah one, because it was a practical effect, it came out amazing. A lot of the practical effects they do, when they do them, they come out amazing. But it's those digital effects where you can tell, oh man, that rips me right out of that shit. Anyway, let me get rid of this example. What do you guys have to say before we're done, son? You could change one thing? Alright, that's what we just talked about. Well, Sean, we're going to have to come back for that, brother, because I'm about to shut this down. We might even do some favorite lists in between some of our deeper into videos, because they will take longer to edit. I'm not rushing any videos out. But you guys will have a chance to utilize either Patreon or the membership system with YouTube, depending whatever one we go with. Because we're likely, I don't know if we're keeping both. We're playing around with them. But we will be, when we get people supporting the channel, we will be utilizing them to help towards picking topics for what's coming up. So they will have a chance to vote on like our favorite lists or what gets deeper into and shit like that. Any background on that effing clown on issue 5, or you just found it creepy? Yeah, it was pretty much, let's find something that's different, instead of just going, oh, it's a clown. I mean, I spent hours looking for reference files so that way the artist knew where my head was. I even took out stitches from a Halloween kit and then like photoshopped them onto my reference file of the zombie head look. I wonder if I can even show you my reference. Oh shit, what was that? I moved something. I'll try to show you my reference here. This is the Doomsday Kingdom reference file. Creepers. Is it in here? No, it doesn't look like it's in here. It's in this other one, though. At least I think it is. Reference file. Characters. Is it in characters? Oh, yeah, here it is. So here is something that I found as a reference file to help show the artist what I'm thinking. So this was an idea that you won't see exact, because obviously I talked to him about different things going on, but this is something that was similar to what I was thinking. I did a little edit with, see what I mean about just taking these stitches from a Halloween prop store and doing like a edit design with stitches on the face. And we did talk behind the scenes more about the details and this, that, and the third, but it was supposed to be something different, not red hair or whatever they have, but like this wild yellow, and he was always supposed to have like a longer chin. And I forget what other specific details, but we went over it for a bit. So that was the reference file for that. There was also a female one as an example, but I went with the reference one that he drew up after that. So there was no need for the female one. We already got the male one. Look at that. Blaka, blaka, blaka. That's it for reference for something coming up where a gun catches on fire when it's being shot. That's coming up. Anyhow, this was a reference file for Crow. Crow is code name for the Native American badass that's coming up. Here's a reference file for Shahid, just to give the artist a little idea. It helps to kind of let them see a visual of what's in your head. Now, they don't do it exact. They're not supposed to go, oh, here it is, I'm going to draw it to a T. And not for everything. There's probably some things where it's like, yeah, I'm going for this really similar look, because that one dude looked a lot like Tupac. So I was like, okay, go for this, this, and this. It's giving you that essence of what you got going on in your head, and then the artist adds his unique little touch, and back and forth it goes. Why was that timed out? If you could change one thing about Fear the Walking Dead, what would it be? Well, I would make it good. That's the only thing I would change. Why did you think Carl named his daughter after Andrea instead of Lori? Because Andrea had more of a long-term, effect on him. He was with her more, knew her, remember her more. It was probably more along the lines of that instead of having to do with Lori being like his biological mother. Only thing worth watching was Negan intro and Glenn's death. Yeah, Shane was epic altogether. My favorite kill is Rick biting that fucker's throat out. Oh yeah, that was cool shit. Place your bet on How's getting trapped in the house with Negan. Aaron, I think we already saw part of that. Does your daughter know the ending to your comic Doomsday Kingdom? No, she doesn't. Have you ever seen the Cabin Fever movies? If so, I've seen parts in them. If so, what did you think of them? I thought they were original and pretty good, especially the gore aspect. I'm only going to talk about the first one. That's the one I really, really remember. And I think it needed, I don't know. It was just alright, to watch. I'm not going to go in depth with it because a lot I forget, but it had a lot of cliche stuff. Just stuff that was just cliche and the bare minimum, but it had an idea that I thought could have been done really, really well. Have you seen the Wait, what? The DD clown reminds me of the characters Roxo the clown. He sniffs cocaine. Apocalypse, I guess that's supposed to be. Yellow clown, never seen one before. Well, you've seen one now. I wish Negan met that clown. While you're on break, will there be a place that you'll be updating us on what's going on with your internet? Maybe Twitter or something? Oh, yeah. Twitter and even the YouTube community section. Is there a clown? Wait, is the clown a confirmed character or just for the cover? No, the clown is definitely inside the issue. 6 months been a sabbatical. Oh, nice. Thank you for streaming and good luck with the move. I look forward to your videos. Yeah, let's wrap this up, guys. It is getting super late. I would love to just chat for another hour, but not when my move is right around the corner, Thank you very much, Presley. I appreciate that. Do you think The Walking Dead will get any better after they're done following the comics and starting coming up with original ideas? Personally, in my opinion, I can't wait to see what they come up with. I hope so. I really hope so. That clown looks like Bozo on crack. Just kidding. I hope so. He's supposed to look vicious. When I got back, I burnt through the first 8 episodes of Fear Season 5 in one night. Fear of the fucking walkie-talkies. What a joke. I can't do the walkie-talkies, man, because it either has reception or it don't. I can't be bothered with that shit. The old, oh, look, the walkie-talkie works, but, he could barely hear them at the, and it's only allowing him to get certain information across. I can't do it. Do you think Angela Kang will stretch the remaining comic storyline, story content to cover more seasons? I think it's very possible that it's going to be scattered throughout the seasons, but I don't think they need to stick with that for an ending of the show. I strongly feel that they can keep the essence of some of those things, but they don't need it for the end of the show. They should go far away from how the comic ended. Yeah, they should go far, far away from how the comic ended. The walkie-talkies are terrible on the show. Yo, they don't give a fuck when it comes to certain scenes. I'm fucking sorry. There's moments where they're in range, but then all of a sudden it cuts out. That's not how walkie-talkies work. Walkie-talkies work like this. It's either in range or it fucking isn't. You're not going to be in range, but kind of, sort of, with select words. You're all of a sudden not in range. And the other thing when it comes to the pressing the button to talk, I think there was one moment specifically where Strand was there and they were doing their button back and forth. Strand let go of the button. Fucking let go of the button, which means Daniel couldn't hear a fucking word he said, and Daniel still heard a word he said. I forget the specifics, but that happened like 3 or 4 times that I saw, and I finally gave up, where they would stop holding the button and the other character still heard what they said. And it's like, that's not how they work. You actually got to go click, yo, what's up? You're a pissant little bitch. I shot you in the face. Ha, biatch. And then hang up. Because if you don't hang up, if you keep the button pressed in, they can't speak to you. Because they can't break that connection. You got it still on. You hang up, just unclick the button, and now they're able to talk. I'm coming for you, motherfucker. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's so terrible. Given it's not every second they do it, but they've done it a few times. You never got that drink? Yeah, I did. My daughter went and got it for me. See what, 9 years of started changing her diapers, feeding her, every night, 3 a.m, feeding her out of a bottle, had special formula. She was eating. 3:30 in the morning to 4:30 in the morning. I'm up watching Dexter, putting clothes on her back, putting food on the table, raising her, dealing with her shit for 9 years. And now she goes and fetches my soda if I need it, my drink, my smoker, my what else? Anything. She brings me a can of Duster that I left out there, It's kids. They're an investment. You know what I'm saying? Pretty soon she'll be doing the dishes, making sandwiches, go to the store to pick up the pizza that we ordered for pizza movie night or something. I can't wait. Cups and strings next like jail. Yeah. Well, Dark Star, it better not take a month for me to get internet. Because like I said, we paid them $5,000, so it better not take a month. If I was actually talking to, who was it? It was either my mother or my brother, because all of us were at my grandparents' today. And we were talking about something, and one of them mentioned it was my brother. That's right, because he helped me move heavy furniture, and we were both in the truck driving to pick it up. And he says, what if it takes a month? And I was like, if it takes a month, I'm burying one of them in the backyard or some shit, because I'm not playing with that shit. They got paid. They need to put the internet in. I might be 400 pounds. Yeah, it's a circle of life. I took care of her, and now she's going to take care of me. You know what I mean? I'm old man. Yeah, no. $5,000 for internet. Yeah, I'm not going to repeat it again. That's the only bad thing about live streams. People come in and out, and they don't hear like the most important stuff. Yeah, we paid $5,000 for internet, so it better be, fantastic internet. We're paying for an internet line to be installed, like an actual line, not like you go and move into an apartment that already has internet capabilities, and you just simply go and get like the box and connect it and shit like that. No, they are coming with a construction team, and they are laying the line down and all that shit. Any tips for stepdads? Oh shit. Yeah, the best tip you can possibly do, if you're a stepdad, treat the kids like a cat. For real. Treat them like a cat. Cats don't want you to bother them. They don't want you, and I'm talking when it comes to rules are rules, but I'm talking when it comes to love and affection. Cats don't want you to go up to them. They want to come up to you. Same thing when it comes to stepkids. You could be there to support them, you whoop-de-whoop, but don't lay it on too thick. Don't force it. Don't rush it. Let it happen organically. Give them time. Give them, it might take, months. It might take a year or 2 years. You guys will eventually grow an organic bond. And for some stepdads, I mean, it is as solid as a biological parent. And I know that personally with some friends of mine I grew up with. They had step parents, and they were close. It was like real parents. So it was like real parents. It was like biological parents, because a real parent doesn't have to be biological, but I'm just saying. But yeah, treat them like cats. And make sure you declaw them. That's a good way to put it, yeah. Well, at least you're moving now during the summer and not while The Walking Dead is on, so that's kind of good. Exactly. All right, I really got to go, because that way I can wake up tomorrow. I think I have a little half of a sandwich out there I'm going to go finish, and then I'm passing out. I really, really hope, I don't know what a grundle is. It says lick my grundle. I have no idea what that is. But I really hope, chat, Map Mob members, all of you badasses out there, I really hope this isn't going to take like a month or longer to get this internet line installed. I will keep you guys updated though through the community posts on YouTube, my Twitter. I'm being more active on there. I will also do what is it? The Doomsday Kingdom production timeline. I'm going to update that in a couple days. And when the new product gets here and we go ahead and post it on the website, I will do my best to try to get at least a small video clip uploaded. But when we get back, it's going to make up for everything. Because like I said, we're going to be where I've been wanting to be at. Hopefully upload style. Upload. I don't want to say schedule. I don't want to. The content that we upload. We're going to be finally on the track to focus on the content I've been wanting to make for a while. We're going to start slow, but hell. I got to go. I'm fucking so tired. My brain won't even work right now. Yo, I'm fucking exhausted. I'll see you guys in a month, maybe. I have no fucking internet. Wait, interest in my ex's other 2 children, so had years. Wait, what? I have no fucking interest in my ex's other 2 children. She had years after we split up. Well, I mean, if you split up with a chick and she's got kids years after, who the fuck would have interest in them? I mean, that's your ex. I don't give a shit what my ex does. You know what I mean? Good night, guys. On that note, I'm exhausted. I'm only going to mumble, stutter, and make myself sound like a fool. Because, like, my brain is fried. My body hurts. My thighs are burning. Going up and down stairs all day carrying heavy shit. I need to go to bed. I love you guys. I will see you in August. Bye.